us in the metaverse. And right now, there is a puzzle hidden around the bit. You can find and claim this treasure for your own. But welcome, everybody, and I hope you have an excellent rest of your Thursday. We're just getting started, baby. Let's go!
Some bike, you're killing it. Awesome music.
Jack the banger.
Wow, Artific, the skyline, it's really amazing. Really amazing.
Do you like it?
I love it, bro.
Yeah, I like how the shadows are cast. They are more seen on the top floor when the cranes animate, and you can see how it's going across and down. Yeah, really fun.
So, just a question. I'm curious. The model, it's a GLB, right? So the animations are in Blender, and then you exported it, and it worked and everything. Amazing.
Yeah,
Amazing.
exactly.
Yeah, it looks so cool, bro. Amazing. Hats off to you, bro. Hats off to you.
Yeah, it's actually like really simple. You look at the models, they're just cubes.
Yeah, but
your favorite model?
Yeah, exactly, bro. The impact, though, I mean, just on like the whole feel, you know, it gives it this grandiosity, you know, that there's so much going on. Like it's crowded.
This is what I sort of going for, to give it a feel that this isn't just, a parcel in the void, but it's part of something bigger.
Wow. Yo, you have any other stuff like this planned, bro? Because these really.
I'll probably create some other things like that. It was actually quite popular because like 5 or 4 people bought it. One actually bought 2, and I know Wilson placed it on his parcel, and maybe some other people didn't check that. But yeah, it was quite popular, so yeah, we'll probably make
I think
more.
it's more accessible, you know? I think that's why.
I
think people are doing more events on web now, which is amazing.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it was like 4.01, so it was like $40 or something like that, so it wasn't expensive. And you get the model and you get the link, so you just plug in, copy paste it, and you're good to go. You don't need to figure out anything. So I think people like it.
Yeah, and I love how you incorporated the Zeppelins. It's like part of the Artific size cyberpunk
I will get the schedule for today, so to get the idea what's there, what's coming, because this is going to be a long night.
Hey, Bang. Hey, bro. Like, yo,
Sign up on
like
Google
yourself a
Forms.
little bit, bro, so you can hear the song. Yo, hats off, bro. Do it up, bro. Do it up. Hey, yo, my boy.
Yeah, I need to get used to these new emotes.
Yeah, they're
Which
kind
one
of
is the dancing?
Because they look so like they all basically have the same face. It's a happy face.
Yeah, they all look the same. Oh, so many people. Oh, I actually realized I just deleted my avatar.
We got Banks, Stone, Monkey,
Oh, you look okay,
Lord,
bro.
Artific, Wilson,
The retro
Sky
look.
Girls. We're about to get
Yo,
Yeah, that's the avatar there.
having to make an avatar, it's like, oh my god, having to go through it. I was like that for like a while, bro.
Yeah, I have it somewhere saved. I mean, the photo that I used, but probably not today.
You look great, bro. You look great. I love it. It's a great look.
Yeah, thank you. I love Wilson's look. Like, he was just, running, and now he's going to party.
Yeah, the tracksuit.
Obviously, no, I'm a superstar. People higher than this. I hope support me.
Superstars!
Wilson,
Let's go.
you look like you immigrated from Europe or something. With the tracksuit.
Welcome in, new user. Don't forget to sign up on the Google form right behind Stoned Monkey. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so schedule for today is basically there's going to be this party for like 1.5 hours. Then from 2:30 to 3:30 p.m. Pacific time, there's going to be guided gallery walkthrough to the gallery. So like right after the party, we're going to go with the main person behind Infinite Spaces, Sergio, and he's going to take us on a tour through all of these wonderful artworks. There's a lot of artworks here hidden. They're not just like in this main area. You can go up, you can go behind it. There's art everywhere. I'm like seriously just I don't know how it actually can work on just webcam because there's so many videos here all running simultaneously. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, it's working. So it was great. Then after the guided gallery work, there's going to be just open gallery time. So like from 3:30 to 5 p.m. Pacific time, you just can come in. You can ask us any questions regarding the gallery, regarding the Infinite Spaces, regarding Somnium, whatever you like. Then from also like 3:30 and 7:30, going to be scavenger hunt. Where like in this gallery you can actually already start if you are interested. There are I think 4 pieces of a puzzle, and we challenge you to find them. Blake has a little bit more info. I think they are quite well hidden. Yeah. So let's see who's going to find them. And then from 7:30 to 8 p.m. there's going to be artist interview. That one is going to be on Twitch. So digital, but not in Somnium. And then at the end, from 8 to 9 p.m., which is going to be like somewhere in the morning for Europe time, so I know it's going to be there. It's just too crazy. But Blake is going to be here with his music, and we're going to have another awesome party. So that's that for today. It's going to be crazy day.
Yeah. It's going to be a wild day today, bro.
Yeah.
What
Honestly,
up?
Yo,
I'm super scared. Hi there, Sessions.
Let's go.
Tell me, bro.
Oh yeah, baby. We got the family in the crib. Let's boost that volume.
Let's boost.
How we doing, family? We are about to enter high turbulence.
Yeah, actually, as Uther said, there's parallel event in LA where in the physical gallery, the same art from the same artist is exhibited. And for those of you that actually signed up officially for the event and got the RSVP or whatever it is called to get the free mint NFT, you can click on the Infinite Spaces logo over there. Stone Monkey and I are working it, and you can click it. You can go to the Google form and you can get it filled, and that gets you the free mint NFT. So that's pretty cool.
Wow. So the Twitter interview you're gonna be doing, I mean the Twitch interview is gonna be with the artist, right?
Yes, but it's actually not going to be me doing the Twitch interview.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, because it's like 5 a.m. in the morning or even something worse. Yeah, because as I said, it's even in the US, in LA. So yeah, the time difference is quite big.
Wow.
So yeah, and yeah, we are basically doing it in that time, in the time of the physical gallery. So yeah, I will be able to do the first part today, and Blake is going to be here in the beginning, and then for the last part. So there's always going to be someone in the gallery to show people around and so on. So if you are watching now on Twitch, and maybe you just don't have time right now just to jump out, you can come back onto it later, and there will be someone and something going on here.
So Artific, tell me more about this this partnership you're doing. I mean, it seems like it's the first of many, where like the country that you live in is completely irrelevant now, right? Like,
Yeah.
you're now
Yeah.
like you're in a sense you're publishing, and you're using a platform
Says you on the
to
web as well?
publish, right?
Like, this is confusing.
What do you
me in
see
two
this
places there.
like going? Like,
It's like
what do you think? Where does it go from here?
I
Artific?
just worked out how to mute it. It was like going through all the
Yeah,
different
yeah.
ways.
So
It was like, it's weird.
to mute those on.
I went into sim settings
For a bit.
and jacked it right down, but I couldn't hear him here
already
properly, and I was like, what the fuck, honestly. Anyway, I don't think
Yeah.
so. I think everybody will just jump onto the web.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what did I do?
Get them all. Bring them
Yeah,
all.
so to answer the question, I was just trying to do something else. Failed miserably. But yeah, to answer your question, so basically the partnership, I talked to a lot of different people in the past 6-9 months since I'm in Somnium, and
If you want, it's
a
just
lot,
over
of
there,
people
eh?
wanted to do different collaborations, different collaborations or projects for artists, but usually a lot of people just realize that we are like super early in the space and they don't want to be the pioneers. Because yeah, it's hard. Like, you don't have any competition, but yeah, it's hard to build something up from scratch. But then Sergio came, and actually it was connection from NFTech. You might know him from his collection of Roxels and Roxels Alpha.
No, you need to
These robots.
do the teleport. You need to do a teleport.
Hey,
And,
hey Wilson.
So
Hey,
as you're
hey,
moving,
hey,
just
Wilson.
teleport forwards.
Hey, Wilson, bro. Wilson,
So
yo.
yeah, push forwards
Damn it.
and teleport at the same time. You should be able to keep going.
Hold on, mute
If you
isn't
start
working.
turning around when you do it,
It was working,
you know,
right?
you
Yeah,
Oh, we can go a little bit
Yeah, let's
to
go.
the
go
side.
where you teleport.
This is nice thing about the spatial sound.
The
I'm really curious
You push
where
forward,
he actually is right now.
Yeah, what's he's got his mic hooked up wrong, bro.
Yeah, it's like in 2D and he's doing something.
I think he's in like the
Same time
actual
for
game
just,
right now, right? He's in the actual game.
His web open.
Yo, okay, let's continue.
Yeah, so with Sergio, we got connected. We started talking about the potential in the metaverse, and not just in event like this in web, but to build interactive worlds, interactive experiences, to really create these sort of mixed reality events where we would be able to have event in the physical gallery, but then people there could maybe borrow VR headsets or just use their phone or different tech to be able to go into the virtual gallery, and the virtual gallery maybe could look very similar to the physical one, but there could be spaces that wouldn't be accessible in the physical one, like some hidden rooms and something like that. And that could be unlocked maybe when you have the special sort of membership in the gallery and so on. So that would allow this
Find all four
just to give people that are interested in art and that are supporting the gallery, to give them more access than the other people. And all these other kinds of cool interactive ways how to make art more interesting and how to make it how to give it closer to people and talk to people that are interested in art. So yeah, basically we started with this, and we wanted to do something simpler, which we could do earlier, because we don't want to just wait for all of that tech and everything to be in place. So we basically started with one physical gallery in LA, which is contact of Sergio. He's part of the project, and this gallery that I have in Somnium Space, Sergio managed to put together a lot of really cool artists that are here exhibited, and actually more and more artists are joining the gallery or the project. And yeah, so this is just the first one. Then we are also minting on collection as created as like fine art collection. Is generative one. In this case, it's not meant purely as collectible, but it's used as one thing here when you are in the gallery. Before we started, you could register for the event. And if you register for the event and you come here, then you can click the logo here next to the stage, the small one, what I was talking about, and you can fill the form. And then you will get to mint the NFT for free. So it's sort of a Pope thing, if you know what that is. But in this case, it's actually created as fine art, so it's not just some sort of badge, but it's actually like nice looking. And you can get idea how the art looks like when you do the treasure hunt here in the gallery, because it's one example of the art that's spread as puzzle here in the gallery. So it's one motivation to do the treasure hunt as well.
So
yeah, so there's this collection that will be used to fund the organization, this project, and also to give rewards to people that are like participating from the team, people that are here as visitors.
Welcome everybody, and thank you once again for coming.
And we are
through.
planning to put together more events like this, and we are planning to grow. So there's actually a second gallery in San Francisco who's going to join the second event that we are making, and there are some more stuff we are planning in the future. Basically, as you said, that the physical distance doesn't matter, but also it doesn't mean that suddenly the physical is no longer relevant, because it's still cool to meet people in face to face. Even Somnium is going to be doing like meet in person conference, Somnium Connect in December.
yeah. Wow, man, this is really amazing. Like, you're really pushing what art is. I mean, art is an experience, you know? It can either be viewed, even like just listening to poetry is art, because it's an experience that impacts you. But this is like that whole idea that Facebook had about NFTs, you know, oh, some artist made an NFT QR code, like, you know, and it's just, but it's happening right now, and it's not some corporation doing it, right? It's a person, it's an individual. That's like, I mean, this whole thing you're doing where you have a gallery here, a gallery in Somnium Space, and from what I gather, it seems that, you know, once they participate in the event, they mint. Their participation in the event gives them a piece of art, right?
Yes. That's one part, and yeah, it's used to create the DAO at the end. In general, like DAOs are often these like very weird organizations, but in this case, it's more like a sort of project or team of people that are trying to build this interactive art mixed reality experience, and these tokens are there for one, potentially to fund it, and also to bring people together, and to make it not as some sort of weird picture on your social media, but make it as a fine art. This actually has quite interesting like meaning connected to the Infinite Spaces gallery. There's like this sort of inception idea in there.
You remind me of this. It's like this, like, you know how in normal, you know, capitalism, the intent of every corporation is to turn over a profit, right? People create these techno structures, these corporations, you know, guided by one single intent, to make a profit. There are these other things called cooperatives. There's a good example of one in the US called Ocean's Breeze. Basically, they own a monopoly on cranberry juice, and they're a company whose purpose is not to generate a profit, but to make cranberry juice. So it's like you know, their intent is what drives them, and it's our intent. Like, you know, that's like the basic principle, the intent that what drives all our actions forward. So that's what you reminded me of. Like, it's a cooperative. It's a cooperative of people cooperating together to
Welcome
produce
everybody
fine
to the
art.
INFT Spaces.
Yeah, that's
The
beautiful,
first
bro.
physical and metaverse
Yeah,
time.
yeah. And
To offend.
actually, like,
You're coming
when we are talking
in
about the big
from LA.
corporations and corporations like Facebook,
Us on Instagram.
I don't think it's possible for one corporation, no matter how big, to actually create, the metaverse or something as big as
You know,
compared to the metaverse.
it's not a possible thing. The problem is that the whole, like, have you ever heard about that big investor who invested in Facebook, Peter Thiel? This guy wrote a book called Zero to One, right? Where in the book he talks about the guiding principles that guide him, and basically the whole philosophy is to push a monopoly. So it's kind of been ingrained now in the culture of business that even if you can't do it, even if you're like, if all of society will crumble around you,
Yeah.
just do it. Like, it's very strange.
Yeah. Yeah, but like in this case, like in Web 2.0, you get like really good benefit from centralization because you get all the power from the network. But when you start, when you give people ability to have ownership, like this parcel, I can own it. It's not owned by Somnium.
Yeah, it changes everything.
And like they can potentially ban me from the network, but they can't take the parcel from me. And I can sell it. I can rent it. They can't regulate the rent. They can't regulate me being able to sell it. It's mine. That's the ownership, and that can be true for avatars. That can be true for all sorts of items and things. And when you have this in place, then suddenly it creates this completely different motivation for people and way things work. And then like it's suddenly you get a lot. When people get this, they will want to have their own unique things, and then like no company is able to create like millions of different avatars for people. Like you can probably create some generative algorithm that would be able to make them look different and so on. But it's
horrifying.
not it.
Algorithms are running the world now.
Yeah, because the individual creators will be always able to beat the big corporation, because the big corporation they can't do like. They can't serve all the niches, but like small individual creators and small businesses, they can. That's the idea. That's why I'm optimistic.
Yeah, me too, bro. You said it, man. You said it, bro. You said it, bro.
Yeah, let's go join the party, man.
Let's go.
Yeah, we have there Blake doing this hologram thing.
Yeah, he's killing it. Look at that, bro.
Let's go.
We have.
Wilson's still here.
Still talking to his imaginary
Yeah,
friends.
like they don't have that kind of. Like, most of it, you get people coming up and poking you in the eye.
We want you to party and have a good time.
I was born to flex, diamonds on my neck. I like boarding jets, I like more than sex, but nothing in this world that I ain't gonna check. What I really wanna see is the, I don't really wanna see any the.
That's probably a good thing at the moment, because we don't have that many idiots out there just flying in and coming in to try and do crap. Well, it will happen.
That's just like quite an interesting conversation. we have to report the bug. Because it was for sure was working.
Yeah.
So.
I remember it. Let's go upstairs. I think there's art upstairs. Is there art? We can maybe like show the viewers.
Yeah, sure. Sure, we can. It's like it's so many artists.
That's
I
the
don't
good
know
thing about these
how you
web
might
parts.
devote it. That's why I
Okay,
am Sergio.
you don't have a
will
full
be doing
world where you can go and
the walkthrough. But I think we can start go around
import
and
stupid
check it
things
out.
to chase after
So,
people and
I think like in this gallery, I actually never expected to be able to put so many stuff here. I would never do it because I don't know, like 7 or 8 videos. Just in the base floor, like there's so much right now that's being rendered all at once. And yeah, it's a little bit laggy for me. I don't know about for you. But
It's okay. Yeah, it's great.
yeah, it's like an alien concept.
Yeah.
Like somebody might want to
yeah, but I really like this red one on the front. It's really cool. Kind of art deco feel. I don't know. You've quickly realized that I know nothing about art, but still I can talk about it.
But the web allows you to detect
Yeah.
it as well.
My whole thing with art and interviews is that I don't know anything, so I ask stupid questions and yeah.
If you don't have it, don't have it.
Usually I get quite
On the
interesting
web.
answers. So that's how that works.
That's true.
I'm gonna be right back.
I don't know. I love the colors. Yeah.
What about when this
Red
plays out?
and white and gray. It's perfect. Basically my logo art in the gallery.
Yeah.
That's that.
So what's it like, discovering artists and, what was that
Let's get
journey
going,
like?
Somnium family.
Oh yeah, that's really exciting because especially like how I take artists or contacted artists was usually wanted to contact some like really big artist. I invite him to a show that has like 30 viewers, because I want to be providing a service to the artist. I don't want the artist to be providing a service to me. If it makes any sense, because like if we have like people, like he don't need to be on show that will be watched by 30 people, for example. Yeah, so I usually pick really like emerging artists that are struggling to get attention and to get their story told, and often like artists that actually create like amazing art and has amazing stories behind it. So sometimes those are people that were artists before and for their whole life. Sometimes those are engineers that suddenly learn that they can actually make money making art and finally be able to do something what they love. Yeah, so that's it's like so many different stories. And then when you are long enough in the space, you get some of these emerging artists became big, and then it's quite cool because you build it sort of from the ground up, and in this space everything goes super fast. So
like,
it's like if you take for example Naila, they joined.
What happened?
All your created created art because she likes to do art, and they learned about NFTs and they felt okay, maybe we would be able to sell it, and contacted me. We did an exhibition, then we did some more things to feature other young artists, and she's on the cover of Time magazine, and she's the first resident artist of their timepieces collections, and going on all those other places and collaboration. So it's pretty amazing, and there's actually more people like that. Maybe not so famous right now, but still a lot of artists that just started in February, March when I started are now quite big.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like a lot. Yeah, sorry, Piggot. I know. I was telling it to Sergio. Yeah, he just wanted. He couldn't make his mind what art to put in and what not. So yeah, he put everything. So yeah, it can be a bit like it. Cool. This artwork. Yeah, I don't personally like much these PFPs. Pictures for social media. I sort of I really like this artwork. I don't know how it was meant, but for me it's almost like a joke on that, you know. But I don't know. Who knows? It would be cool to learn from the artist or later from Sergio. So if you are interested, you can be here. And after the party, which is like 1 hour, we will have someone that really knows what these artworks are about, and he will tell us all about it. But yeah, I really like this one. Sort of like, so it's like a joke.
It seems strange. Like there's this darkness to it. like I can't, like, you know, like some type of cyberpunk NFTs, collectibles, and some emptiness to life, walking around in an empty city full of empty people.
Yeah. Also the frame, because the frame is traditional art. It's like completely out of space.
Yeah, exactly.
Out of place for that one. So yeah, I'm cool. My picture is like you know, this 8-bit cat. It's awesome. Yeah. I don't know. Who knows what happened with it? It's not up to me. I don't like it. I don't own it. Yeah, this are very good.
Can you find them? When you do, post the pictures to the Discord.
Oh yeah, is that what I think it is? I like this. What is that, a mushroom, bro? This is pretty cool.
So, Crypto Girl guide. Yeah, I will show her how to click it. Maybe here.
Hello, Triforce.
Click it.
I'll build you up
You
one.
should get pop-up
See,
window.
you built it, you put the face
Welcome,
on.
everybody, and happy Thursday.
I paid them at the time,
Find yourself
but
around.
back then, Ethereum was quite cheap. So
But
it's like,
if it still doesn't work for you, you can
Okay, everybody.
use this link.
I
in
am
the-
checking out Somnium Space finally. I just saw a tweet about it from
Okay, you can
their
continue to
Twitter profile, and I thought I'd check it out and create an avatar. So I'm creating my avatar through a selfie, which you can do, which is very cool. It took about 5 seconds to load through a selfie, and now I'm just editing some details like my hair and such. But this pretty much is.
Oh,
a
it looked like
metaverse
someone is
version
live
of-
streaming it
Yeah,
as well.
Yeah, he's live streaming, bro.
That's
Cool,
cool.
man. Yeah.
Actually, like registration for this event was completely like used up. I think it was like 250 registration for 2 days, and they were all or 3 days, and they were all gone. Yeah, these mushrooms. I have no idea.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
what do you mean, bro? It's pretty obvious. You don't know, like the magic kind? You know, magic mushroom?
Yeah, yeah. This is other one. This is like pretty cool. That's I think it's like this is how it looks like before you eat it, and this is how it looks like after you eat it.
Oh.
Choose your glasses.
Yeah, it's cool.
Trippy.
Really cool. I like them. Yeah, and then this big one. Oh yeah, that's like this gallery. I don't know if it sends the message clearly, but it's like street art gallery. All of this is in the field. And that's also why I created the gallery like this, as part of the big city skyline, as a sort of construction site. So you search for some street art galleries, you will find sometimes like left-out industrial complexes or just like streets used as art and or to place the art there and different graffitis and so on. And these eyes and very colorful lines, and they also just feels sort of like that, almost like a street.
Reminds me of a Picasso. You know that
back.
That there's like this weird craziness, like you know what I mean? It has that same like those lines and the colors, the abstract. Yeah, it reminds me of a Picasso. This frenzy, yeah, a frenzy. There's like a frenzy. That's what it feels like.
Yeah. I think you nailed it. And for some reason, I get like feeling as a map, you know, almost like a sort of Europe, but
as a map,
messed up, all the way messed up.
What?
Like different countries, you know, on the map.
I can't unsee the map, bro. It looks like there's a war going on. It's like everyone's trying to grab a piece of land now from each other, bro.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Welcome to Habobo's
That's
Hotel.
actually
Where we're
a
giving
cool
you the
connection.
finest Habobo massages.
Metaverse.
Book yours
Yeah.
now on HaboboSomniumSpace.com and get a massage today.
Cool. Oh, now we have here another one. The love. Yeah, just another one with like really clear street art feel to it. Just instead of street or wall, we are using human as a canvas.
Yes.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. I like the juxtaposition you have. like you have on the right, you have some mushrooms, right? And you have this like frenzy over here, and then right here on the left you have hands holding together in love. It's beautiful, bro. That's a beautiful positioning of the art. Really nice.
Yeah, I need to forward it to Sergio because it's him who made it. It's actually the first time that I didn't do positioning, like didn't do actually decoration for the gallery. He did everything.
Wow. It's really nice.
Well, I installed it at the end, but he sent me like screenshots of the gallery, and this picture should go here, this picture should go there.
Wow.
Very organized. It's pretty cool.
Cool, bro. That's really awesome, man.
And then we have another eyes on the wall.
More eyes? Always eyes watching you everywhere.
Let's get it going.
Oh wow, this
The
one's
lag is real.
You can find it on the right-hand side in the emotes.
wow, this one's
Look
strange.
around. I know it's hard to tell which one's which.
What do you see here? Artivic?
Yeah. I don't know. A lot of ladies.
Yeah, a lot of ladies. And I see like one man,
Just a quick
the middle,
PSA,
right?
Make sure everybody puts in
and it's
some
like he's
Oh, you see
sad.
a man.
Everyone
Yeah,
else's
look, he
lives.
looks sad. Do you see like the gray?
If you do not have some,
Gray, right?
Oh, I tried to zoom out and I lost audio.
thank you.
Do you see it?
Oh yeah.
There's like a man in the
Oh yeah,
He's like gray
I'm
and-
blind.
middle.
Yeah, I
and he
can
looks
see it
sad.
though.
And then it's like, yo, he's thinking about all the girls in his life.
Oh, the sad
Cheers.
story.
Sad story, bro. Yeah,
Yeah,
these
very
are
cool
great
one.
pieces of art. I like these ones.
Yeah, it looks amazing, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Smack.
Yo, it's no big deal at all, Trap Force,
Smack.
bro. It is all good.
Smack.
For all of you just getting in here,
Smack.
go ahead and look around at the different art. There's also a 4-piece puzzle treasure hunt where you can win big. Whooper blast in the house.
Another one? What?
Yeah, there's like so many of them. I told you, there's like insane number of videos. I would never put so many videos in single part.
Chat board.
It was insistent, huh?
Pushing boundaries. I don't know. It's just like he said to me. I was.
Hey guys, everybody, and thank you so much for coming through.
It's too much.
I can't blame you, bro.
He sent me 3 more.
I would have wanted to see
little
too.
tech
I
house
mean,
during the
just
day.
look what happened.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
amazing.
At
That he's
night.
actually-
Yeah, it looks really cool. So
Yeah.
obviously, when you put it in, you don't want to put it down because you spend all the time installing it. Optimize it so it's not like 4K the video. Yeah, so you don't want to put it down.
Yeah, you did an amazing job with the gallery. I love it, bro. It's amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, so there's actually like a lot of eyes on a lot of these pictures.
Yeah,
So
there's
this gallery really looks back at me.
There's a lot of like faces and eyes. It reminds me of like how like you know how like our mind is like programmed to see faces and eyes. You'll see a face in like a pattern of rocks, and it's just your mind spotting out a pattern. Kind of reminds me of that. What if there are no eyes in
On the
faces
right
at all?
hand side,
We're
you
just
can find
seeing
your
them,
moats.
right? Whoa.
Click on the right hand side.
Ooh.
Find the moat you want to explore.
What if they don't
Right.
exist without us? Oh damn.
Right.
Let's go.
Oh, good. Well, then we have here one secret passage that actually currently, I don't know, maybe Blake did something there, so maybe something there. I didn't because it was like too much. I maxed out on everything on the gallery. But you can walk
Cheers,
through
everybody.
here.
Thank you so much for coming through. This is fun. Excellent.
Cool.
Seriously, mad love, everybody. Big cheers to Iron and
And
T-Faces and Artific.
what you can see here is a
Let's go. I'm
secret
here,
vault
Tanya.
that will contain some valuable NFTs in the future.
Cool.
Ever.
So that's gonna be a secret?
Oh, well, we just streamed it.
Oh.
No, really. But, sort of, it's like not directly accessible. Or you can just walk there, but, it's sort of the idea of a vault that's protected. You pass the portal to get there.
Hmm.
Guys, if it's too loud, please let me know.
Yeah, and this one, that's super abstract.
What does it mean?
I don't know, but you could watch it all day.
What do you think it means?
Yes. Everyone, grab your
what's
drinks,
your
grab your
view on it?
smokes. I'm about to go grab a White Claw.
I don't know, but it sort of feels like
Cheers,
infinity,
everybody.
Just
Seriously, huzzah.
infinite,
If you haven't downloaded Somnium Space application to launch
sort
Studio
of
VR,
changing, but the patterns remain the same.
I don't know. For me, the first thing I thought was of convergence. Everything converging to one point. A singularity. Oh, whoa, bro, that's pretty deep. Where'd that go, bro?
Yeah, and then it's just disconnects and that's the way.
What's up?
Make the connections and continue the journey.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it just makes a connection and it doesn't stop. And then it makes more connections. Because, like, it's going
Yeah.
beyond the border. It's going outside of the bounds, right? Cool.
Yeah.
Whoa, bro, this is one really deep piece of art. It's just a bunch of art.
nice. Cool. Okay, now we can go. Well, we can actually. We still have some things here in the base floor. Oh, where am I? Yeah. So. Oh, Tanya is here and Buffer.
What's up?
What's happening? Y'all all right out there? just.
Hi, Kuprabas. Hi, Tanya.
I know. Hi.
Wilson.
Yeah, sometimes you want.
Are you done speaking
wanna
with
talk,
your friends,
you know?
bro? Your imaginary friends?
Hold on for a minute.
What you on about?
Bro, we heard your whole
Yeah,
conversation.
we heard all of your secrets. We streamed it live. So.
I don't know who you were speaking with, bro. It's all there.
Talking with Seth and Daniel.
Yo, buy low, sell high, all this talk. I was like,
I've been experienced.
Oh snap!
You all look different.
oh, thank
Well,
you, Tyler.
I am. This guy walked up to me and asked me if I was playing Greenlight Midnight.
Where were
But,
you?
Hold on. Fuck that.
In 2D? Were you in the game? Like,
Fuck
where were
that
you?
shit.
I was over in VR.
Yeah, I knew it. I was like, you got both of them open. Wait, you can't do that.
Yeah, I had it open. I thought I put the
Keep
mic
asking
off.
it.
Damn it.
It doesn't work, bro. It doesn't work. Trust me.
Ultra Lord,
That's really
Yo, what up,
mixed
what up?
reality event.
looking fresh in
Yeah,
that
it's
outfit.
in the
Boy.
physical
Yeah,
space,
bro,
it's in the bed, and it's in
I gotta
VR.
walk around with my loafers.
All in the same. It's streamed
Right
on
there, you'll see
Twitch.
the VR download
So
application.
you guys were just looking for the puzzle pieces or what?
Get ready
No,
to
they're
have
doing
your
it.
Oh, you
fun.
are checking the art? Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Hell yeah.
I was like, yo, if I can see anything.
There you go. Tanya getting down.
Because we like played them. I rented in the parcel and we played them, so I don't know where the puzzle pieces are.
There's a puzzle.
Yeah, you do. Give us a hint.
Yeah,
No,
bro.
I don't know. The only one that I
I'm
can
just
see
kidding,
is
I'm
over
just
there.
Where?
Which you can see
Where?
like behind you.
Behind me.
Straight behind you.
It's over there, Ultra. Go look over there.
Where?
Top of the wall. I see it.
I'm just
Top of the
kidding.
wall.
Where?
That's
Yo,
not
is
the
there,
round of puzzle
Oh my
piece
god,
yet.
look at this emote. I love this one.
yo, is there a puzzle going on? I don't understand.
There's a scavenger hunt for puzzle pieces. I think
Yo.
Blake said.
So do we get a
It's
prize?
too late for scavenger hunt. That should be organized sooner.
Do we get a prize?
I think they're giving away 0.0333 cube.
What? That's serious?
0.5.
Yeah, I want to
Oh,
verify.
that's
It
me one.
It used to be.
Shader.
It used to be like we were happy to hand out like 50 cubes
Yeah.
for normal stuff.
I know, right?
Give it up.
I got 50 cubes for doing that science fiction contest.
Yeah.
I was like, hell yeah, just in time.
Just in the first hour.
So that would be
We're about to bang out all
5K now.
weekend.
Well, maybe 50. I forget what it was, but it was like 42 cubes, and I was like, hell yeah. So that's just been sitting in my MetaMask.
Yeah.
what
Yeah, I'm never gonna
$15 each now or something.
Yeah. Plus right before when it was like $3, I bought like $100 worth just to.
I thought
Take
about
a
it.
risk.
Think of it like this: there's a maximum supply of 100 million cubes, right? You have a gigantic change in the structural, technological, and informational matrix of society as we move away from centralized control to decentralized control. We're not going to be using the same type of social systems like Facebook and web pages as before. Cubes is going to be like Bitcoin.
Yeah. I believe in it.
Yeah, me too. I don't have to believe in it actually, because I know.
Oh, I know. I'm just.
Through fact that like there's a max. Right now the market cap is like 2 million, maybe even more. But like the Central Land has a market cap of 3 billion, right? So there's still so much.
Yeah, so it's more scarce.
Yeah, I'm starting
We've
an
got less
investors
parcels,
club.
less cubes.
Right, I'm gonna start an investors club, and like basically, I have like a giant cube, and we can bring like lure people to sacrifice to the cube, so that
I thought.
How many you
was
already
it-
killed?
was it-
I saw the pile of flesh.
that was a lot. The cube
Disgusting.
demands blood.
Sacrificing the cubes.
Aren't you gonna be hosting the One Guys Investors Club?
Yeah, I'm gonna be hosting. It's that's kind of like I plan on having like a poetry night. Maybe not every week, but maybe twice a month, hopefully. So it'll be kind of like the investors, poems to cube. That's what I'll call it. I'll call it poems to cube.
Oh, it's gonna be rich.
So it has to be 4 of them.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Cubes.
No, we just
Yeah, that's-
You're going to stream it, right?
Right, of course, bro. Write a poem, you know, and we'll just do it every like month.
I have no
Destroyed
cubes.
my life.
I have no cubes. So I am a noob.
Shut up, bro. You're lying. I know you have cubes.
Thursday.
You're lying.
You have
I'm
ton of cubes
practicing.
now.
No, bro, yo, you're doing amazing, yo. Like watching you, like, and it's like so. It's such a joy to be your friend, you know. The videos and everything, and yo, the comedy.
Don't
Guy,
send it. Just don't send the cube someone that will tell you like, send me 10 cubes. I will return like 100.
yeah.
Don't trust them.
Don't join those pump and dump, you know, groups. Don't join them, bro. The whale.
Yeah.
No,
Buy
this
cubes
is
now,
not
I'll
pump
tell
and
you
dump.
when.
This is just dump.
I'll tell you
This is
when.
not
Yeah,
pump,
exactly.
it's just dumping.
Yo, did you guys see like now we're listed on BitGet and CoinX, and these aren't even like
Yeah, but-
official.
Yeah. Coinex.
I was gonna say, what was the whole thing about them pumping and making it look like it's a higher price? Are they
I
using
don't
a
know.
certain metric system?
I don't know. This guy said, bro, man, he was saying that you know, you need liquidity, right? You need to have like USDT and then a certain amount of cubes so that people can trade. And then he said that because they didn't have a lot of liquidity, the price
look
went
around
up.
for the 4
But
puzzle
I don't know.
pieces to complete
I'm not sure if that's true.
this treasure
But now that
I would assume that they're just showing a certain like inflated number to make it look like, you know, maybe they're showing it as a different system than what some other, you know, exchange would use and inflating the number.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah,
there is
I
a
don't know, like
arbitrage, right? The whole thing where you go from
Yeah.
exchange to
Because
exchange.
there's no rules like they were saying, and so you could make any kind of exchange, and then you can inflate the number and make it seem like it's higher, so maybe people
No,
invest more.
you can't inflate the number. I think
Or I'm just saying you could display as if it was, you know, maybe make people think
you
something.
can. You can just
Yeah,
transfer
you could-
the money from one wallet to another, and you can create.
oh
like,
right.
I can
There's no
create
rules.
a collection of 10,000 NFTs, and I can sell it in 10
Watch
minutes.
trading, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just
Shilling
create like
and all that
1,000
bullshit.
wallets, and I programmatically buy it by those wallets. You know.
Well, the
And
way
that's
I
sort of why-
interpret what we saw was we all got a glimpse of the future of what the price would be. That's how I interpret
Don't
it.
forget to
For
sign
real.
in
Yeah.
to the
Yeah, I think
right
like
behind
with
Sterling
that,
Buttons.
like there can potentially like if there's no volume and someone just buys one cube for 100,
thought,
then
yeah.
like the price will be
Don't want to
100.
miss out on
That's
this
what I
one.
thought.
I'm thinking about freezing myself cryogenically so that way I can wake up to the cube's price at 3,000
Oh yeah,
or whatever.
that's genius, man. That's genius. You like buy
Like
the-
Futurama.
Yeah,
you buy cubes now for everything, and then you freeze yourself, and
Yeah. Then you don't have
in
to
the
wait
future,
for
you are
the
like this
price to go up.
super rich guy.
yeah.
My luck, I'd wake up and they say, no, your cubes are no good anymore. We have cubes 0.20.
No,
Now we have
I don't think so.
Now they've
Oh, no.
converted to
Cubes per
Metatron's
bed.
cubes.
Yeah.
Think about it. If you went
Yeah,
and
you missed the
cryogenically
transfer
froze
day. Sorry, guys. Sorry, man.
Yeah, what I was gonna
Like
say
last
is like, yo, here's the thing. If you go and freeze yourself now, right, and you bought a bunch of cubes, right, by the time, you know, it's time to wake you up, you'll become so rich that, like, you'll be set. Because,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, so I
There's
think
actually people that are freezing themselves right now. I think there's like 15 people.
Walt did Disney.
Yeah,
he
they
cut
all
his
bought
head off.
100 cubes.
Yeah, he cut his head off
Oh, that's why the
Over
cube went so high.
They bought 100 cubes and claim they've got 100 million pounds.
Like, man,
Yo,
you have 10 minutes. You have 10 minutes. We have to freeze you. I can't play anywhere.
Does anybody have an ENS name?
No, I missed out on that, dude. I wish I,
I know,
bought it.
man. I was like, fuck. Blake
Oh, man,
told me
this was
about it, but I
crazy.
didn't
Yeah,
have
bro,
the
Blake got, like,
ETH
Yeah,
to do it.
I learned about it yesterday. Like I heard
Yeah.
about something like before. I was like, "What's going on? That's some bullshit." And then yesterday, Blake told me, "Yeah, I got like this."
Yeah.
Okay.
It surprised everybody.
I have some domains as well, and I think I sold at the exact top yesterday.
Welcome to everybody.
You know,
Like,
hopefully-
to the INFT space.
Hopefully MetaMask, there's people saying that MetaMask might create a token or whatnot that if you do a
That
swap,
will happen.
Yeah. Or something like if you use the swap feature, then you'll be entitled to it or something. I don't know, but I'm always just looking around, researching a bunch of different shit. It's just so vast.
There's too much going on. You can't keep up with it.
Hey, Stone
All the
Monkey.
discords, all the
Hey, buddy.
Hey.
Yo, you're
Stone Monkey.
I like your avatar.
you're echoing a little
Thank
bit.
you.
Bro.
I like yours.
You're echoing a little bit. Can you wear
Yes,
headphones?
It's a little hot. I put some shorts on.
I was gonna say the only thing is you got some really short shorts.
Yeah, man, it's very hot here in Cancun.
Hey, I was gonna say you got headphones because we can hear ourselves echo in your audio.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Cancun.
Let me try to get that fixed.
I always mention that to people from the basement when we're freestyling.
Oh yeah. Because people are used to Zoom and other tools like that that just filter it for you.
I've been to the motherfucking mountaintop. Heard motherfuckers talk,
In
seen,
Somnium,
drop.
we don't
If
have
I ain't
that,
got a
yeah.
weapon, I'm gonna pick up
Yo,
a
what's
Blake
up,
over there
man?
still rocking.
Continue to rock. Get your
Yeah,
ass
he's
on the
going.
wall with your two
Give
left
me
feet.
to it.
It's real easy, just follow the beat.
Blake.
Don't let that fine girl
Yeah,
pass
the
you
huge
by.
head.
Look real close, cause
Let's go. We made an outside party here. Like this is like a kitchen party now.
Yeah.
My dog. Roll me up
You
one
know, it
of them
always
joints,
happens.
bruh.
Like,
One
you
of
go
them
to a house
cigarillos.
party, everybody goes to the kitchen.
Oh yeah.
Shake that thing for me. Let's go. Shake that thing for me. Shake that thing for me. Hey, thing for me.
Like you can create.
Let's go.
You can actually create a chef or like bartender, and you can create a bar, and the bartender will be animated and serving drinks and doing stuff. And you can actually do it here, and you can upload it as GLB. And it will work.
And all the animation works and stuff and doesn't affect people.
Yeah, it will work.
Specific. I want to see if we can create a way to have people take shots at the basement. That would be dope.
It can't be animated. It can't be interactive. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say me and Blake found out about this thing called Deep Motion, where you can record the green screen background version of you doing something and then translate that as a file to your web version of your avatar. I don't know how it works, but I mean, that's the basic premise of it.
Yeah, you don't have access to Somnium avatar like that. But you could put there a guy that's doing this. Like you can do it for yourself, but you can do it for someone else. Like,
So I also talked about performing with Djembe, which is going to be like the 27th of this month, but he said to record 60 seconds of myself and then he'll be able to put that into my PC client avatar.
Yeah, on the PC you can do stuff like that. You can use custom animation. You can have your guy like playing a DJ set, playing a guitar, etc.
Yeah, he said to just perform like I would live, and then he's going to incorporate that when I do my show.
Yeah, cool, awesome. I can't wait, bro. It's gonna be a good show.
Yeah.
Does that work on web though?
No, it's going to be PC client, but it's going to be during the meetup, and then as well probably. I mean, I would like to do it in the Cave VP.
Yeah, like in the Matrix, bro.
Yeah, in the world.
The Matrix.
It looked dope. I didn't get a chance to go there because I work, 9 to 6 or whatever. So
yeah, man.
I do solar sales.
Solar sales? What's that?
Yeah.
Oh, like
I just
panels
call, solar panels and stuff. So I basically call people that fill it out online, and it's a warm lead, so it's not like they're hating me, but with the boy Smooth talking and all the rapping experiences incorporated into the way that I sell, so it's like I'll get in there and just ask them the questions, get the appointment set.
Yeah,
I used to do direct sales back in the day.
My brother used to do used car sales. He's told me some stories, man. Yeah, because like when you sell used cars, you know how like usually in sales the whole idea is to find what the customer wants and give them what they want, right? That's the whole idea. But used cars, it's not about that. It's because like when you
Sell
buy a
the
used
stock.
car, you're
It's
buying.
like sell the fucking.
Tell the shit you got.
Yeah, you're buying a scam. Every single used car sales place is like a scam. 100%.
It is, bro. Because
So you don't
unless there's a legitimate documented way of saying that you fixed all the issues, you never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, bro. Like he's told me stories about how they've sold cars that don't start. How like there was one guy, bro, where they sold him a car and they never let the guy start the car himself. So he didn't know that the car like stops, you know, like it doesn't work right. And then he ended up stopping in the middle of the highway. But,
See, that's some bullshit. Like you can kill somebody for that shit.
You know, like
Well, you gotta take a test drive.
The thing is, once you actually sign that thing, once you put your name, you're done. That's it. Like, legally, yeah, it's not like
You either trade it in and lose the money, or you just keep paying and get in debt.
you can get away with a lot of stuff. Like a lot of stuff
Yeah,
you
but-
can do and not get caught. Like, it's crazy, actually.
Yeah. Well,
Keep
but
it
they
moving,
always
good
buy
thing.
used cars. But yeah, you just sort of like expect that there will be something wrong with it, and you will have to pay more money. With like if you have budget X, you just spend I don't know like 70% on the car, so you still have remaining budget to fix the things that they didn't tell you.
I mean, that's why you got to utilize credit and levy that towards the system, and there's certain techniques that I learned and sit there. I studied it because every time I work a telemarketing job, I'm always opening up other browsers and researching and stuff, while I'm multitasking. But it's like I studied credit for like a good year or 6 months or whatever, and that's how I actually got to just building up your credit, disputing old accounts to knock them off your credit profile, as well as credit utilization is like 30% of your profile and things like that, to where you can actually use that against the system, to
My
come up.
brother-in-law, he does that. He's into that. He does all this stuff called churning, and basically, bro, this guy can fly anywhere in the world for free. Like,
Credit is a big thing.
like he's like, it's like he has a system where, like, the whole thing, bro, is if you basically churn the card, where you go to the post office and then you send like a money check, and then you use the card to pay for the money check, and then you pay the card with the money check. So it's as if like you
and that builds, and it basically they just want to know that they want to know that you're a man of your word, that you're gonna pay them back, and if you do show that through a long-term, if you show that, then they'll be able to trust you from the beginning.
Yeah. But I don't know, like, you guys seen what like the DeFi space is now? How like we're able to get loans on collateral and all this stuff. It's really
All that shit is just it's really just the same system we have in America. With when we start, we're in debt, from the day we're born to
Yeah, actually, there's a lot of like, when you're born, you're actually given this thing called a corporate name. So like when you're born, you're actually a corporate.
I mean, that's what it's all based on, is debt.
Yeah, it's all based on.
But I mean, we won't go into all that. But I was just saying, like, that's the whole system, is trying to put people in debt to owe you, and then if not, you just have that barrier of a corporation to deal them off to your lawyers or whatever the case is. You can enjoy the profits.
Think
But
of
that's
like
bullshit.
how
though.
amazing it is that we live in a world where this is actually happening. Like, incredible. Like, the fact is,
I love the decentralization of it.
you can go to like curve.fi, you can go to Ava, right, and you can get a loan on collateral, and then you can borrow on the loan, and you can go and put your money in liquidity, and all of these things are financial instruments that banks traditionally give. Liquidity, yield farming, that's all that banks do it now. Banks do it now, but they do it in a way where me and you aren't allowed to make any cash. Only they're allowed to make cash. They trade gold between each other.
Now,
like, it's kind of ridiculous, really.
The only thing about that, that's how the whole system of banking started, was people that didn't want to hold on to the physical gold and all the storage of it, or risk of being, stolen and all that. So they gave it to somebody. They gave you a piece of paper saying that this is how much gold you have, and now they physically own it. But
Yeah, it was
when it
first
comes to
started
this new
by,
system, you know, the only thing about this new system is that now you're a bank and you're responsible for all your transactions. So if you fuck some shit up, that's on you. You know, so you got to be careful, got to do the research on your, you know, on your own and just make sure you're making the right moves. I've accidentally sent 100 cubes to the wrong address, and then that shit's in the void now, you know. But shit like that, you know, it's just part of the game, you know, but it's like, I won't do that shit again.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I remember when you were writing
everybody
it.
else, burning
It
cubes.
was like 2.5. Yeah, so
Go sign to some more. Like, burn some more cubes.
Like,
Get
you know,
rid of them.
different times.
you know how many times I bought at the top and then sold at the bottom until I was like, yo, what am I doing?
Exactly.
Like, what's wrong with me? Like it's until you actually stop, and then you have to
Who's
like
talking?
examine your
Try force up,
emotions.
bro.
You have to like examine your emotions. That's what.
Yeah.
That's like, okay, like there's this story about Stalin, right? Where this guy is speaking with Stalin and he asks him, how are you able to control a whole populations of people the way you do it? So they see a chicken standing beside them. So Stalin goes and grabs the chicken and he rips all its feathers off and he gives it a handful of grain. And then he says, you see this animal? It will rely on it for the rest of its life. So like relying on banks and stuff, it makes us slaves. Like we are slaves. As long as you're dependent on a bank, you know, for your financial security, you're always going to be a slave. Even participating in, you know, the U.S. system of cash is participation in an economy of war and death, a social, military, industrial complex. That's what's keeping the dollar up, the petro dollar. So, yeah,
I mean, there's like a good 15 industrial complexes that all work together. But I mean,
there's only one. There's one where basically...
No, there's not only one. There's, there's the agricultural complex, there's the industrial complex, and all those. But it does fall under one umbrella.
It comes down to this: the control of energy, the control of oil, and the significance of the petrodollar. That's what it's called. It's called the petrodollar.
And I mean, even with solar, even solar is a bunch of bullshit because I mean, you're getting the panels, but that's the middleman that's taking it from, you know, $100 panel, selling it to you for 50,000. You know, not exactly those numbers, but just the idea of the middleman taking advantage of the system and somebody's ignorance. You know.
Yeah, it all comes down to us. It's like we each of us have
research.
to take power into our own hands, not because like for our own selves, but for the good of society. Like if you're not gonna do it for yourself, then do it for the good of everyone else. If you don't care about yourself, right? Like, you know what I mean? It's each of us have to become strong. Each of us.
I mean, that concept is sort of inverted where, you know, you have to take care of yourself first and you have to change yourself in order to see that change in the world.
Yeah, exactly. Like, basically, do your own bed. Yo, before you go and try and save the world, do your own bed.
Yeah, you gotta make your bed first when you wake up if you're gonna try to save the world.
We're gonna save the world, guys. We're gonna save the world. You know why? Just for us participating in this parallel system.
I mean, you can't save the world, though.
Yeah, you can.
That's the whole point.
You can.
No, you can't. You can only change yourself and then influence others to consider.
Exactly, bro. Literally, that's you exactly saying it from your the choices that you make yourself, right? So us choosing to participate in Somnium Space, you know, choosing to be a part of this, choosing to participate in decentralization of our economy. These are choices that we're making, right?
Yeah, but you're also taking on that responsibility of something that's sort of like whimsical. You know, it's more, you know, concentrating in the small steps of it would be better than to say you're gonna. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Where you're not necessarily saving the world directly. You're just
I know. It's because
attributing to it.
Yeah, you're right. It's just I like.
But no, I get that. Yeah, it's a big long-term vision.
It's like the big
Somebody
ideas
just broke something.
are what guide the small ideas, right? When you have like a big intention, you know what I mean? When you keep thinking big, 'cause, bro, when you look at society,
how's everyone, guys?
Hey, what's up? Bro?
Not bad.
Good.
How you doing? Not bad.
Nice.
That's what the Creators Fund taught me is through Artific, Chris Bell, and Arthur, they all just sort of, said the same thing that even Bitcoin Brittany, who I knew from Gemini and whatnot. It's all just keep it concise, do what you love and keep it simple, and then let that shit build to the next step that you'll know what to do when that comes.
All the way to the top.
Yeah, and I think important thing to realize for this is we are really early, and if you are going to be doing something just for the money,
your trim's a wee bit heavy. Have you got green screen behind?
there will actually you will probably you can, but because we are early, it will be really difficult to build the business. So it's just better to start with something that you actually love. So you will even if you will be doing it, 1 year, and there will not be many financial benefits from it. You will not get paid much or at all. You will still be doing what you love, and you will be building the brand for the long term.
Yeah, and that's all. Exactly. That's ultimately what everybody should be doing, is what excites you, going for that bliss that actually generates, that electricity in your brain that actually releases certain chemicals to make you feel accomplished or to make you feel like there's progress or whatnot. But concentrating on that commitment is ultimately the goal, to have no barriers within yourself or mental constructs to prevent you from going towards that,
Okay, question time. I'm curious. Okay, I'm gonna start from right to left. Yo, Dad, when you first came into Somnium Space, what was going through your mind? What happened? What happened?
So Blake brought me in, and I had seen it before, but I didn't really go into it until I downloaded the PC client. He took me to the Tron Club, and then as soon as I was in there and I was experiencing the invisible floor, the gifts and everything going all around and whatnot, I just realized the potential of what this could be for somebody like myself, who's more of a performer, and the way that I had this idea of closing the gap between streamer and viewer. So that's where my motivation came, was from the idea that I was actually able to give people a physical body to listen to me digitally.
Yeah, bro, I remember, you came in with a bang, bro. Remember, boom, all of a sudden the music video, and yeah, bro, good shit.
Alex, if you could mute yourself,
hit that ball,
you're hitting that dab pretty loud over here. My dog.
Oh, my bad, guys.
Dab.
Thought it was. Oh, my bad.
Gonna eat us.
You're good.
Just getting ready for the tour, guys.
Hey, definitely. Nothing wrong with smoking. This shit's legal now.
Yeah,
I think for Sergio, it's probably going to do enough. It should start in 15 minutes. Be planning it. Yeah. So,
no worries, we're getting the
you
group
feel
together.
free to start.
Make yourself at home.
Touring yourself.
For a good time.
You can take some cool pictures.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Artific, how did you start?
Sorry?
How did you start this whole process?
Which one? How did I get
when you first came into Somnium Space, right? Tell me, what was that like? Tell me.
Oh yeah, well, actually, Somnium Space was the last of the platforms that I researched, because like the Scriptvoxel, the Sunderland, Sandbox, and Somnium the Holy Four, or what you call it. They're the most famous, I think. But I think I saw it in the beginning, but I really I saw the website and just didn't click for me. So I was like, okay, I will leave this to the last. I checked the other one. Then I started downloading the client. I think I actually went first into the PC client. I think I saw the web later. And there was no one. She actually worked quite well for me because no one was bothering me. I had time to explore the world for myself. And I don't know, I think I spent maybe a month sort of avoiding people.
No way, really?
Yeah. Well, no, not like actively
Awkward,
avoiding.
right?
I was just like,
Most people, it's awkward the first time because you're not used to somebody.
I didn't know what to expect. I know like there was these like dev meetups, so I was like, okay, it's for like the developers.
Everyone feeling out there.
Yeah, so it's not for me. I'm not going there. I was just like exploring the map, and I wanted to buy something then later on. So I was just saying, like, okay, how do you like it here, and what's the view, and so on. So actually, I spent a lot of time just wandering and exploring the belts and stuff. Then I got to one of those meetups. My mic wasn't working, so I was just I think I jumping. And and then I just joined one of those meetups, started to getting to know the people, learned that it's completely different than I thought, a lot less serious, a lot more fun.
That's about all the ones I know.
Yeah, I think Artific, I actually remember you being there. I think you were just like, come on, Artific, come with us.
I remember when
I was gonna say,
jump in the room so often. We were like, not speaking, but he's with us. And we're like, jump.
Good idea, Ultra, by the way. But let's keep this thing going. Wilson, how did you first find out about it, or what was your first experience?
First experience was goody, and basically I'd found out it was the place, but I only had like a 1060 laptop at the time. So when I came on, everything was a bit funny, but I could understand what was happening. So I went out and the land auction, bought my first plot, I built the spaceship, showed people it, and then I was like, I'm going to have to get a VR headset. So I got a VR headset, started coming in World for about a year, and then the laptop broke, so I had to get a new one. And I upgraded because obviously I wanted a better experience. And now I've got a good computer, but the headset won't work, so I'm back in 3D.
You cannot stop.
Okay, I want to tell you guys my story. When I first entered Somnium Space.
Hold on. Ultra, tell us your story about the first time you entered Somnium Space.
I'm gonna tell you my story. I'm gonna pause though.
I'll try one of yours.
I'm gonna pause for dramatic effect. Alright.
It better be good.
I bow to you.
Alright, yo.
Wait a minute. All bow.
I remember like I got
all bow. Let's go.
I got the
Everybody bow.
Second
last one on there.
For like 6 months, and I was looking for that game, that VR game, and I found this one game, like Overtale or some MMO game, and it wasn't that good. So I said I'll continue my search. And one day, I'm on the internet, and then I stumble on like an article talking about Beeple, some guy called Beeple, and he sold NFTs. And I'm like, oh man, crypto. The last time I was in here, I lost $600. And then, I went in, and then I went on OpenSea, right? And then I saw Somnium Space VR. I was like, what the hell? Somnium Space VR. And then, I went in and everything, and then, that night I didn't sleep. And I was trying to get
I was gonna say, bro, you're always here.
Yeah, I couldn't sleep, man. I stayed up, and then I went to the meetup, and like for me,
it's so cool to have everybody.
I went in like I wasn't really nervous. I was just didn't know like how to, like I didn't know how everything worked in VR. So when I came in, I just started to mess with everyone. Really, I was just like, what, these are cool, people and stuff, and then and to my surprise, like
7 minutes.
Like being a part of Somnium Space has improved me in ways I could never even comprehend.
Yeah,
like,
I was gonna say, bro. When I said that in Discord about I'm proud of you, I wasn't joking because it seems like you came in as a novice and now you honestly have become almost like a programmer or something,
Yeah, dude, I am the Ultra Lord, my friend. Did you expect any less?
Nope.
Yeah, dude, like
the best.
It's always you're the best.
See when President Bull comes up.
About to you, bro.
Are you gonna go for president?
Me?
In world? Would you actually put yourself up for president?
I don't know.
Oh, look at his outfit, man. speaking for himself. He's running already.
Look at his outfit and then look at mine. Who's better?
Yeah. You're the bones.
Yo,
I got that third eye open.
Trendsetters, bro. Trendsetters. What's good?
You see that third eye? Even my shades got a third eye.
Yo, where them chakras at, boys?
Alex, what you smoking on?
Right now, some Dead Walker.
Dead Walker?
Yeah.
Bird. Shit, I'm sipping an IPA.
So Alex, yo,
Ooh, nice.
what
Hey
do you
guys,
think?
what's going on?
What's up, bro? How's it going?
Who that is?
I'm loving it.
It's me, Triforce. I'm here for the first time ever, and I'm also streaming it to see what this is all about. But it seems like you guys are some pretty chill people. I got some tequila here myself, having a great Thursday, checking this place out.
What up,
Got a tequila.
Got some tequila.
I'm from Mexico. I can send you
I'm drinking some blue agave tequila right
I'll
now.
take some, man.
Nice.
Send me some my way. Scotland, bro.
Oh, give me your Addy.
Man, imagine this shit in like a year.
Yeah.
That's gonna be awesome.
Gonna be crazy. 2023.
Hey, how many countries we got in this place right now?
We got Canada right over here. Come on, who else?
Florida.
So I'm Scotland, Canada,
Scotland.
Mexico here.
Florida,
Mexico.
3, 4.
In Ohio, myself.
Yeah.
Shout out, boys.
I'm from Indiana originally.
Yeah, sound it off. Citizens of
What
Canada,
country
I
you
used to live in
from?
Canada, bro.
What?
So at least
Wow.
we're international.
Did you get deported?
Let's go.
No, I didn't get deported.
Fist bump, baby. Let's go.
Tanya was muted this whole time. Tanya, where you at? What country you from?
I am actually at the town hall in Decentraland, so I had to jump out to log in there, and now I'm just listening.
What's the
I mean,
central
what
land?
what country are you from?
Also,
Never heard of the
mul-
central land.
multiple verses right now.
She multitasking multiverses.
Right, me there, what
She's
can I do?
multiversing right now.
That's dangerous.
Multiversing. Hey.
That's pretty.
But what country are you from?
She's
Tanya?
double dipping right now, guys.
Yeah, yo. Not rude.
Baby. A lot of new faces, baby.
Let's go!
Yo, so Triforce. What? Oh, he's gone. All right, let's go have a conversation with someone else.
Damn, he done disappeared on your ass.
See that? He's like, nah, bro.
Yo, Stone Monkey. You got
I
my
don't answer any questions.
I'm sorry. I have no
problem.
idea how to say
No
anything.
comment.
I
Oh, yo,
looked
there
away
he
from
is.
you guys.
There he is.
What's up, bro? Yo, what do you think? Like, what brings you here? What piqued your interest in Somnium Space?
I'm originally from Decentraland. I'm streaming it right now.
You here for the
experience.
freebies.
And I had no idea what you guys are doing, but there's like a DJ set playing. I'm a DJ myself, so this is really cool.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, this is cool. I like, just geeking out, like, because, people have busy lives and like stressful days, and you want to just relax online somehow.
Yeah.
With no negativity and just goofing around. It's pretty cool, man.
That's what the whole goal is. And the thing about Somnium Space to me is that a lot of people like it compared to VR chat or something like that. It's not that they're not wilding out, but it's just we do it in a classy way, I guess, or just something about it just makes people take it a little more like not so insane, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, earlier we were just talking about where we're all from. That's pretty cool that we're all from different places and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, to me, it's all about interaction and community ever since I started streaming on Twitch, because I do like a freestyle hip hop platform, and this was just the best way for me to, it's the best way for me to close the gap between the viewer and the streamer. Instead of the viewer just texting, now they can actually be a body in the house to communicate with me spatially.
Yeah, and I think with anonymity, too, you feel more confident and ready to jump out of their comfort zone.
Yeah, that's what it's all about for me. Taking people out of their comfort zone to where they might take it to IRL, you know?
Oh, I love it. I love it. Yeah, I'm in the same mindset.
I'm going to put it in the chat, but this is my my parcel that I host the freestyle cipher at.
Yeah, I have no idea how this game works, so everything is like brand new to me.
Right there, somniumspace.com/parcel/4730. It's called The Basement.
Bookmark that. 7:30.
Hell yeah, I got a show tonight, but normally it's Mondays is the Cypher, and then starting next Thursday, I'm going to do a King of the Cube contest.
King of the
for
Cube.
freestyling.
Yo,
Yeah.
so
Oh, like King of the Dot, huh? Yeah.
Pretty much. I mean, I didn't think about that when I made it up, but it's, similar.
Regarding the
Oh, I
show,
love
are you still doing it next week on Monday?
Yeah, it's basically, I've even retracted my schedule on Twitch, and I'm doing Monday and Thursday only, concentrating on Somnium Space and my brand and business. And those 2 days will give me alleviate the schedule to concentrate on other projects and whatnot. But yeah, Monday's the Cypher, Thursdays is the the King of the Cube contest.
Cool.
You going in to drop some spits?
So,
Gonna do it.
Triforce,
Am I gonna drop some what?
you're a native of Decentraland, you were saying.
What'd you say, Wilson?
No, it's Ultra going along to do a mic.
He's gonna he
Bro, what did you
freestyles,
say?
but he's actually gonna do the streaming for Somnium that day, I think.
You're a native of Decentraland, right?
Yeah, I've been playing Decentraland since March, and I have a company that I started within Decentraland as well.
Nice.
What do you guys do?
We publish clothing, wearables for people to purchase, and the cut would be the
You're
designs
gonna love
and
the
feedback.
Magic Network.
Yeah.
That we're gonna be releasing soon.
So what's
Awesome. Yeah, so
Yeah.
go ahead.
No.
I was going to say I founded the first wearable publishing company in Decentraland called Triforce.
My dog.
Yeah.
Triforce.
Nice.
Get your wearables by Triforce.
So, in Decentraland, there's no plans for the implementation of virtual reality, right? It's all just browser.
There are, but that's like
down.
way back
Down.
there. Yeah, that's like
Way down.
back there.
My son wants to say hi. Hold on.
Hey, yo, what up, Junior?
What's up,
Cadence.
So, yo,
Wilson 38.
Say hi. He's getting all nervous now.
Why?
Yeah, so for Decentraland, their first mole that they have to whack is their PC client as well. That's like in the works. I know that for a fact because I am talking to one of the developers, but that's going to happen first, and then the mobile client, and then VR.
So
I will say I tried out Decentraland, and that shit is pretty fun.
I don't know. I didn't.
Yeah,
enjoy it.
it's the graphic style is way different. It's like a little goofy, and more.
I didn't enjoy it. I'm not gonna like.
Yeah.
Like for me, man. Honestly, I couldn't even get it to run on my browser.
It's not optimized at all. Not at all.
So yeah, that's why, and that felt like a finger. So that's why I kind of have.
But I mean, you can't judge it on that.
Laptop
Yeah, I can, bro.
for that, and it like barely runs it.
I mean, but that might be
Battlefield 4
I'm a
and like
customer.
Max
It didn't work for me as a customer. So like,
No, I get that, but that's also might be accountability on your specs for your computer or
bro,
this and that.
I got
you
a
know what I mean?
24, 40, 64
It's
gig
not that
of
optimized
RAM.
right now. Yeah, just give it
Oh,
some time.
okay.
Yeah. So yo, like,
But
what are your opinions, man, on starting a wearable company in Somnium Space for people in VR? Like, what do you think
are
about
there any that exist right now? I don't know.
Right
anything about
now,
Somnium
right
Space.
now,
No,
like,
I mean,
We
there's,
have, just to let you know, I know a wee bit of the background. We've got about 3 companies that are looking to just come in from Matic parts.
yeah,
We will have people coming in.
But we can't do that ourselves, right?
not
Add it
yet.
Yeah,
to
we
the
have.
SDK.
No,
Oh, okay.
everybody gets it.
Hey, Alex, yo,
Alex, you're muted again.
headphones, my friend, please. Most kind.
Or maybe get some headphones.
Yeah, or maybe just mute
I got me
yourself.
some Astros I got on right now.
Done. Thank you, bro. So yeah, man. Like soon there's gonna. Alex is killing me here, bro. Yo, so like soon, like there's going to be implementation of the layer 2 Polygon scaling solution and an actual viable economy. Without gas fees.
I think the gas fees are scaring people away right now. 100%.
Like, how does the economy work?
And I
in
mean,
Decentraland?
But also the fact, when is ETH 2.0 supposed to come out?
Bro,
Like
that's
next
gonna be
year?
like two years. That's what I think.
What's
Yeah,
up,
right,
Raven?
but
The
Welcome
next
to the
step on
stream.
top is 2 years away, and then obviously the gas, like getting down to almost gasless kind of prices like Matic. It'll take them another 3 years on top. 5 years.
That's why I've been posting mine on Polygon recently.
Yeah, layer 2 is all the way, guys. Like Optimism, like Arbitrum, Matic. All three of them are going to help them with their roll-ups, all the different versions. So Ethereum's still going to be the base layer.
Did you see that they started with the concept that their initial sales were not even for the system wasn't even complete, but they took the money to make the system complete?
Isn't that like some
Spying on
stuff?
the next door neighbors.
On which one? For the,
Basically,
for the Easter?
ETH. I want to say ETH. I forget what it was, but they designed the system for people to invest in, so they could use the money to complete the system.
Isn't that the whole staking, ETH 2.0 staking, where you stake it and it's locked?
Yeah, it's
until
locked
ETH
in.
2.0.
Something along those lines, or maybe the miners are charging more. Whatever the case, they're using the money to make the system better, but they started that way knowing that.
Yeah, Triforce, I want to
It's
ask
still
you...
not going to put people off.
I
Like,
want to
we've
ask...
still got first
guys, I
mover
want to ask
advantage.
Triforce a question, because, you know, like we're talking
Go
to
ahead,
a
buddy.
legend here. Like, this guy, he's created one of the first... Is it the first or one of the first?
The first.
The
It's
first,
yeah.
the first wearable company in Decentraland. So tell me, man, like, how does the economy in Decentraland work? You know, like, what's that like? Tell me.
So, I've been doing a lot of research on Decentraland before I even did the whole wearable business. It costs 500 mana to publish a wearable to put in the game that you can wear yourself or have on sale for whatever price you want. Yeah, so I can have a
how much
unique.
is
That would be a 1/1. 500 mana
500?
now is about like $3,000. About 1,500. Sorry, $1,500.
Yeah,
But of course, when I was first investing, mana was like 20 cents. So I stocked up. I have a bunch of mana. I'm sitting on a gold mine right now. So of course, I started the company, and what I would do is I would go around the game finding talented creators who didn't have the mana, of course, and I'd say, hey man, I see you're creating some awesome stuff. Let me publish that wearable, or let me throw some ideas your way. We'll work together, and I'll help you out and sell some of the wearables and get your stuff out there. You make your dreams a reality, you know. So it's really cool to see that stuff.
So obviously that one-off cost, you can mint it 1,000 times, maybe.
Of course,
right?
I've seen the most I think was 100,000, and you could set the price to be whatever. But of course, people won't buy an expensive item if the quality isn't there. You know, if they're charging 1,000 mana for a smiley face mask, I don't think people will buy that.
So
I keep getting the airdrops, like stuff from all over the place for Decentraland. Are they?
Yeah, if you get airdrops, keep
500
them.
mana for these things.
So for the airdrops, yeah, they have to pay the 500 mana to publish them, no matter what the wearable is. Anytime anyone creates a wearable and publishes it to Decentraland, they have to pay that 500 mana. But this is for every single piece. So if you do a helmet, that's 500 mana. If you do a chest piece, that's 500 mana. Or you can sneak through and make a helmet that encompasses the whole body, right? And just sell it as a helmet. But it's like basically covers your whole body.
Yeah. So you were saying earlier that like you meet these artists and creators in Decentraland. Can you talk to me? Like tell me how that works? Because you know I haven't ever actually played Decentraland. I know that there's a
So
lot
you
of...
could go in just like we are here, how we're talking, right? But instead of people talking, I feel like my first experience with Somnium Space is people are way more sociable right off the bat. You have, I feel like in Decentraland lately, there's been a lot of South American new players, so it's a lot of Spanish. And if you're not speaking Spanish, they're not going to respond to you, and vice versa. But I'd find people who are talking, befriend them, and over the next few days or weeks or so, I see that they're working on something, or even talk to them, right? Like I would talk to you guys, like, hey, are you guys working on something? And take a look at it, and if I like it, I let them know some feedback, and start working together.
Do you have a
little
website?
deal.
Did you do
I have a Twitter account, yeah.
Did you do the fashion show over the MF What was it? Metaverse Festival. Did you release stuff for that?
I didn't know. I was there though. I didn't know. The first wearable we have is a pretty hot item right now. It's called the Holy Helmet, the first forging, and it's the first wearable we did. It's like a Holy Knight Templar helmet.
Cool.
And it's very cool indeed. It has a little Triforce on the back of it as well as my little signature.
Nice. So wait, I wanted to ask you a question. It seems to have slipped my mind. Shoot.
I've got a question, because obviously I've been in Decentraland. It comes, you get the base model, and obviously you can attach the bits and pieces on it by linking it to the bone and setting the height and size. Is that the only way that they can do the add-ons? There's nothing preset, like as in a wallet system?
What do you mean? Can you ask that again?
Like, you know, when you say your helmet, say I wanted to put the helmet on, I basically link that and set it to the right height. Is that right?
So for the helmet, each wearable has a different category. You have helmets or headpieces, chest, bottom, and shoes. I think there's also earrings, tiara, and there might be one other one. Earrings. You know, I think I got earrings, but I feel like that's basically it. You can work your way around those. So say you want to do a katana, which my friend Hiroto Kai, he made a katana in the game that is also a headband, but he has it listed as a tiara, which you can combine with other wearables, and they'll still be. So, like if you put on the helmet, the Holy Templar, this specific helmet actually removes earrings and tiaras and sunglasses. So you just have the helmet on. It's full flex right on the helmet. You can't pair it with anything else on your head. But say if I have a tiara that doesn't block anything else, I can pair it with sunglasses and a mask or a hat or something like that. It's really up to the wearable creator how they design the wearable.
What are some
It's
problems?
going to be a massive thing in the future that I think. Like,
100%. Like, I read a Forbes article that said the ultimate flex in Decentraland right now is wearables, because there are wearables that you can't get anymore. We switched officially to layer 2, which is Polygon Matic wearables, which are gasless, and you can't make layer 1 anymore. So anyone that is holding layer 1 wearables are basically sitting on a gold mine for future investors who come in looking for original wearables that were released before the switch.
Wow, that's very interesting.
Yeah, I have a true story of my friend who was looking for one of the original Santa Claus beards in Decentraland, and he offered him 8,000 mana to one of the 4 people who own it, and he said no.
The guy said no.
That guy said no.
He's probably holding it forever, right? He's like, I bought this for
Santa Claus
absolutely
beard.
nothing.
Bought it for 2 cents. I'm going to sell it for $100 million. Let's go.
He's holding out for that $1 million. That's it.
It's coming. I know it's coming. Because even before I got in the game... Yeah, go ahead.
No. Sorry. Please, continue.
I was going to say, I know people are willing to spend whatever if they see what they want. The most expensive name that sold on Decentraland was Kanye West. I don't know if the real Kanye West bought it or is a fan because they know. But in early last year,
right?
Yeah, names are NFTs in Decentraland as well. Yeah, so he bought the name. Somebody bought the name Kanye West for 100,000 mana.
Wow.
Yeah.
So there's someone walking around named Kanye West right now in Decentraland?
Yeah, and my friend in Decentraland, they're not walking around with it. I haven't seen that person ever, but I think they're holding on because they know. My friend, he owns the name Kanye East, which I think is really funny.
So, I want to ask you, like, you've been in Decentraland, like, since the very beginning. Like, what are some?
I wouldn't say the very beginning. No, they allowed avatars of December of last year. Yeah, I came in March.
So I want to know, like, what are some problems in Decentraland that you see now? Like, what are some issues with it?
Just like with Somnium Space, I will say, you come to this parcel and you really don't know what to do. You're just walking around. There's no clear guidelines or tutorials. There probably are, but people like me who just click a link and like, oh, what is this, right? I came in here to check it out. And thankfully, there were you guys on the mic talking and explaining. But to the layman, they're not going to understand. And just like you with Decentraland, you know, it's a little laggy. They don't understand what's going on. They might be turned off. But I think the patient people will, of course, be rewarded with a great time. Because right now I'm having a good time talking, hanging out. It feels like a podcast, yeah, since I'm streaming it as well.
Cool. What do you think?
Are you streaming this? I
Yes,
didn't
I
know
am.
that.
Yeah, shout out.
Yeah,
Shout out.
and my Decentraland friends are asking questions about it. And they're like, hey, we're spying on the neighbors.
Welcome once again to everybody.
what-
It's actually pretty cool because we have Ultra streaming and you Triper streaming and you're talking to each other. So
Yeah,
We've all gone shy because we're on live cam. Like,
So, what do you think are like some improvements that we can make? Right? Like you were saying
Well,
that the
of
user
course,
comes
the
in.
desktop client, or not the desktop client, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but the browser client, the browser version should have options, graphics options. At least Decentraland has that. So if I'm having a bad experience, I can turn the graphics all the way down. It'd basically be flawless. I mean, the graphics won't look good, but at least I could still, listen to the music and like walk around and stuff.
hey, we do it the other way. We tell the creator that you've made a bad parcel. Fix it. We go, that's like anything.
I was gonna say I did buy like a gaming laptop at the beginning of this year for like $700 to about $800, and even for Decentraland, I'm struggling to run it at max settings. But for this, there's no option for me to turn down at all if I'm having trouble. But Decentraland does have that option.
We're refixing this UI. Like everything's going to change on it very quickly.
Okay, cool.
We don't really like the way that we interact, as in looking down. We're going to have more like an in-head kind of experience. Moving about is going to be a wee bit different. We've got a couple of things in the pipeline.
Yeah,
Well,
think of it like this, bro. Like Somnium Space has been in live development for 2 years. So just like you got
That's
in on Decentraland, right? When it was
Yeah.
early, bro, you lucked out, man. You got in again as an early adopter. And the main, what's crazy about this? I mean, this is great. We're having a fantastic conversation, right? Where
Of course.
we don't have limits
Absolutely.
and boundaries, bro. You come in VR, man, and it's like whoa, it's in VR, it's incredible. So I recommend.
I think we should all, everybody here, we should raid into Decentraland and go and get shown around in Decentraland as well. I think we should do it back and forth. And everybody
That'd be
over
fun,
in Decentraland should come over here.
Yeah.
It's one click.
So
I don't know how you want to put that across.
Here's the thing. Think of it like this. Right now in Somnium Space, we have the web browser capability. We have the 2D desktop app, and the whole idea is it's not really about crypto and blockchain. It's more than that. It's another way for human beings to interact using new analogies and metaphors for us to organize our information. Before we used to do it in folders and drawers and papers. Now we're on parcels and wearables. It's like change of data. So that's the way
I will say right now,
I see it.
my Decentraland friend just said that they are willing to give you guys a tour of Decentraland.
I just see it as a 3D website.
Cool. Yo, let's do it. Let's have this. Can you join us on our Discord?
I mean, why not, right? I would like to spend a little more time in Somnium Space today, though. Maybe we could do this tomorrow or Saturday.
Discord. Yeah. We're all there.
Yeah, I
out
just
there.
joined the Somnium Space Discord
Awesome, bro.
and
It's a
asked a
pleasure to
question
meet
in
you.
the questions. Yeah, no problem. Glad to be here.
So yeah, that's the way I see it. Because you can't discount what's going on around the world and blockchain, and there's a massive shift. And you've been a part of it. What you're taking a part of is a new economy, wouldn't you say?
It's a game changer, 100%. Yeah.
Amazing, bro. Really great conversation.
Yeah, you're able to actually shape what these metaverses will become, because nobody like us will want to go to Meta, because we know what Facebook is about. We know they like to share information and sell our data and really keep track of everything that we do. Of course, there's going to be ads everywhere. Nobody expects that, but it's going to be there. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, man. But yo, we're fine, right? We all got each other, and we've got the future ahead of us. So
Yeah, as they say in the NFT community, we're all gonna make it.
Yeah, we're all gonna make it. I love that. Awesome, bro. So yeah,
All right,
that
give
was
me
a
1 second,
very,
guys. I'm gonna take a quick
stimulating
bathroom break. Come back
Yeah.
with a double shot of tequila for all everybody here. Be right back, guys.
Yeah, bro, do it up.
Oh, cool. You should get some booze as well.
Yeah.
I'm working, I can't. Professional handball.
Like the pros, bro. Like the pros. Yeah, man. Great
Yeah.
event. Like, look at Blake. He's going crazy. Hey, Blake.
Yeah, he's killing it. He's smashing the button.
Yeah. Is this like change in like the size of the hologram? Like new? Cause like it's new, right? Look how big the hologram is, right? It's pretty cool, right? I like it. I think it's a feature.
Yeah,
it's like
hologram is
smaller.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just tested it once. Yeah, actually, it wasn't any bad for a long time.
Yeah, man. That was a very stimulating discussion. You know, the wearables and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
We got.
I had no idea that they're selling them for so much money.
Yeah, me too. That's crazy. Yeah, we gotta mint some of those Santa beards before someone else does. When we get the wearables, bro, so we can become rich.
Yeah, let's get a 3D model and thing.
Yeah. A white beard.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Yeah, guys. Regarding the guided tour, we have a little bit delay in the physical locations. Guys are struggling with the tag, so yeah, just delay.
No rush. Right, I'll take you around. Come with me, boys. Come with me.
Yo, come on,
I'll
guys.
take you.
Yo, let's go. Yo, I think there's.
Hey, if you're looking for one of these tags,
Has anybody found the puzzle?
here's a puzzle piece.
Yo, what do we win for a puzzle? Hey, there's a puzzle piece.
Where
Complete
are
the
the
portal.
puzzle pieces?
Yeah, because I told you about that.
There are three.
Puzzle piece.
Right, let's get
You
one
should
of them.
find the puzzle pieces. This is not the puzzle pieces.
Carpet?
Oh,
Oh man, that's lucky as hell. Right?
Yeah, bro, you need this. This is like some incline, bro. Like, come on, run, run.
Monkey session.
Oh, 1, 2.
But like for some reason, it works smoothly on MacBook.
Really?
Yeah, they told me that it's like a super smooth. I don't know what they're putting there. Because it's not graphic, but yeah.
Well, I'm guessing.
Apparently it works like really well.
There's one
I'm
over
guessing
here.
it's because the MacBook uses software rendering, right? It uses OpenGL. That's the main form of software rendering it does, right? So I think because in the browser, you have to enable hardware acceleration because you know the software rendering in the
Another
browser
one.
isn't that good. So I think
One here.
that might be why, or it might be because of the chips. Yo, so like I get a prize for wait, I can't get there. Yo, I get a prize for these ones, right?
You have to click across. It's a bit, yeah.
So wait, I click it and then what? What happens? Nothing
Do
happens.
you have to be logged in, Artific? Do you have to be one of the invitees to do this prize thing?
Oh.
No, I think the treasure hunt is actually. I will ask Blake because it's his project.
Right, I'll go and find them, and then
But,
I'll let everybody know where they are.
Yeah, I think he's giving out some of his crypto money.
Where do you go? Oh.
I will ask him. He will answer.
Ready for a tour of a lifetime.
Hey, what's up, Vertrex? What's up, Vertrex? Where are we going, Artific?
I don't know. I'm following Dawson. He seems to. He has a plan.
Alright, let's do it.
I want to be a man cub, and stroll right into town and be just like the other men. I'm tired of walking around. Oh, I want to be like you.
Alright, what's the plan?
Wow,
yo, so planned, bro. So planned.
Back in the glass, lay down.
Yo.
Lay down.
Where is
He
it?
didn't put gliders there. That sucks.
Cool. Wait, will I fall through this? Oh no, I'm fine, nice.
Oh, wait a minute, I've seen another one.
Bro, how do you know where all of these are? It makes me suspicious. Are you in on this? How do you know where these are?
Well, Wilson was able to find the one that no one was able to find for the longest time. He's the master treasure hunter.
Wow, bro, what's this, Artific? What's this?
What?
This one, look.
What are you looking at?
It looks like sand. Like you see it? It's like flashing. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Up here.
Yeah, that's really nice. I like this. In Saudi
Yeah,
Arabia.
there's actually a link. There's a link on this one, so we can.
Stop. There's a big one up here.
I can't click it. Oh, there's a link. Open it. Okay, I can't open this. Yeah, this is nice. Hey, try
What's
for
up,
it.
guys?
What's up, bro?
Dude, I just forgot you can left click to like move faster. I'm like walking through molasses to get up here.
Yeah, there's a lot of like art and stuff. So
I know, it's
that's
really
like,
nice. Are these NFTs or just art?
Yeah, you see the actual piece that's right here in front of me. You can click that and it'll open a link. It'll take you to the piece's OpenSea page. So you can actually.
Oh,
like,
beautiful!
go
Yeah,
straight to
Decentraland
it.
has the same. It
So,
has
yo,
the same like utility like that. That's
What's
sweet.
this whole thing with the Decentraland DAO and like, what is that?
So the Decentraland DAO or DAO stands for Decentralized Autonomous Organization.
Right.
It is an organization of players who have mana or names or wearables on the Layer 1 platform who have a voice in the game and its direction. Anyone can make a proposal whether they have mana or not, but it does take what we call VP or voting power to make a difference in if this thing should pass or not. Say somebody says, hey, let's create subdomains with Decentraland names, so we can have triforce.dcl.eth dot something else, right?
Hey, how many have you
People
found?
can vote. People can vote yes or no on that, and depending on how much voting power they have.
I'm asking
just
him
found
a
another one.
question. Yeah. Sorry about that, bro. Can you continue? You were saying that people have voting rights. They can make proposals. And
Yeah, so anyone in Decentraland can make a proposal, and a proposal is basically, hey, this is what I think should happen in Decentraland, or maybe this should do that, right? So a name is a name in Decentraland. You can apply it to a scene or a parcel of land or your avatar, and it's also an ENS subdomain. So my name, I own on Decentraland Triforce. I also own DJ Triforce, but those are also domain names on the Ethereum blockchain. So triforce.dcl.eth, DJ Triforce.dcl.eth. There was a proposal recently that someone made that said, hey, let's make names have a second utility. So if you buy a name in Decentraland, now you can create a sub-name from that, where, say, you start a fan club, right? Like, I just do Team Triforce or something. We can have Team Triforce Blue, Team Triforce Red, Team Triforce Green. That didn't pass, unfortunately, but that was something someone had submitted in the DAO, and people voted no for that.
so, what do you think about the DAO? Is it an effective means of organization of these techno structures?
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it used in a nefarious manner, at least not yet. I have seen it used to kind of be rid of a nefarious presence in a way. There was a guy who created a name that was pretty offensive on all ends, and he was the first and I think the only name to be banned on Decentraland so far. So that guy can't use that name ever again.
And was that accomplished through the DAO? Everyone
That was accomplished through the DAO. Yeah, it was a pretty bad name.
So like,
And so, if I may, so is the DAO just about the names, or
No,
like,
not
how
just
is
name. The DAO could be anything. You could vote and propose anything on the DAO.
Yeah,
right?
but
If you have
I
an
mean,
idea for Decentraland, you can vote on it or make that proposal. Say, I just happen to use names as an example because I own a lot of names, and that was just the topic in hand.
So Triforce, I've got a question about building. I build over here. How do I... Obviously, do I have to look down and ask for permission to build?
Hold on, let me turn around to hear you better. Say again, I'm sorry. What?
Do I have to ask for permission to build for Decentraland on the main parcel?
I mean, obviously nothing extremely old or anything like that. But I've seen people animated gigantic dancing Spider-Man. I've seen a gigantic Dr. Mario statue. I've seen somebody built on their land a CryptoPunk first-person shooter game. I've seen some really crazy stuff. Like there's a casino that's like completely underwater. You can actually gamble with crypto in. Very cool.
I think the clear part for me is obviously going into a group, finding permission, because all the land's owned right now, isn't it? There's no extra land that's not owned.
If I remember correctly, yes, all the land is purchased right now. But there are some land that are selling for cheap. But of course, not everyone is buying it because what really matters is location. You want people to be able to find your land without searching, without doing extra legwork, because most people are going to be lazy. Let's be honest, right? People just like to wander. So if I'm at a populated spot, I'm like, what's around here? So you just start wandering. You don't go, what's across the map? What is this empty parcel doing here? I mean, there are of course people like that too, but I feel like having land near popular spots is really key to getting people to visit it.
But to
is
build
there,
something,
really the discovery through being in the game, because like in Decentraland you can just teleport wherever you like, right? So
yes, so just like how we have parcels here that you just click a link and it'll just take you to the parcel. That's just how it is in Decentraland.
Yeah, so I'm just like thinking if there's like organic traffic, because I guess like if I create a gallery or I make some sort of business, then like most of my traffic in Metaverse will be just like doing the promo myself, or having
there's
maybe
half and
or
half. Yeah, there's half and half, because
you've got actually
have
quite
on the
a
bottom
good
right here.
website though. You've got a good website that promotes a lot of the the stuff that's going on over and over. I've actually been having a look at it, and
there's also an event page for Decentraland too. So say you do
the event page is very well.
Oh yeah! One of my old school favorites, man. Fucking JD. Let's go! Sorry, I gotta pump it up on this one. Let's go!
Stuff that other people have done and trying to implement it.
God damn it.
Lately there hasn't been anything like crazy original, but people are making games in Decentraland. Like the most recently big launched game someone made was a golf game that you can play and compete for prizes or scoreboards and stuff.
Pretty cool. I'm looking forward to that kind of capabilities within our kind of sites. We've been given open access to the SDK, so that allows us to build whatever we want, but we have to use the bolt system on Unity. And obviously
I'm here.
Obviously, it's just learning new stuff, and that's what we're going to do.
I think that's really cool too, though, because if it weren't for Decentraland, Somnium Space, and stuff like this, people wouldn't even have that.
User 035190. Tanya, baby. Tanya. Dude, it's good to see everybody hanging out, man. Thank you so much for coming through. Let's go.
Wow, yo, Artific,
Yeah, man, you make a good point.
I can't see you, bro. This makes me sad.
What are you talking about?
Artific,
Ultra.
I can't see Artific.
Dang, you still looking? Are you still looking for that parcel piece upstairs?
No, I'm
There's
looking
one
for
upstairs.
Artific, bro. I can't see him. But I know he's here, bro.
I can't see them either.
Oh, what the heck? I don't know. Like, I just heard his voice. Like, where'd he go? Yo, okay.
Let's shout him.
I want to know more, man. Like, about the problem of Decentraland, bro. Like, what does Decentraland need to improve? What does it lack? You know, because we can improve all of that stuff here. Right?
Of course. Really,
I think
it's
every
the user experience. Yeah, it's the user experience, right? People go in, just like how Wilson was saying, they just see what's popular and they go there, or they try to mimic that. Don't do that. That's not what the metaverse is about. It's about doing and creating experiences that no one has thought of. You tell the people what they want. You don't know what they want. You know what I mean?
So, yo,
Yeah, I don't like fads. You know, like if somebody, a lot of people copy the same idea over and over, and then you're like,
Yeah, I
oh,
saw there was a
everybody's just
Switch
on the
game
same
thing
stuff.
in Decentraland, and I was thinking, huh,
The Discord
Of
chat
course
is
there is.
blowing up.
So, yo,
We're
dude,
sending pictures and having fun.
I want to circle back to this whole
Thank you, everybody.
topic about DAOs and like how does it work? Like how it like who's running the company? Who's directing the company that's Decentraland, right?
Yeah.
Like who's
The whole point of that is everybody that's in the
yeah,
DAO
I know,
is
but like,
voting.
but there's only certain things it seems that the DAO, you know, is like being implemented on. Like, is there someone right now in Decentraland who's deciding, okay, you know, the next thing on our roadmap is VR. The next thing on our roadmap is, you know, this, and also like.
I want to say yeah, but I don't know for sure. But I do know.
Is it the
a couple
DAO or
developers.
is it the company? Like, is the DAO actually?
I want to say it's a mix of both.
It's the DAO that pays the developers, though, Triforce.
Is
like
it the
the
DAO that
puts the money forward for development?
That's one thing that's cool about the DAO as well. Is one proposal you can make is say, hey, I need 1,500 mana to start this YouTube series. And if it's someone who has substance in Decentraland, someone who's contributed to the game already, let's say, for example, one of my friends and in my opinion, one of the best wearable creators in Decentraland, Hiroto Kai, he made a proposal saying, hey, I need 1,500 mana to do a YouTube series on how to create wearables in Decentraland. And there was zero no votes. Everybody voted yes. It was unanimous.
That's great.
Because he was providing content for people that were already there and newcomers, and now people have means to know how to create wearables and potentially create passive income. And I think that's pretty invaluable.
So that's money well spent from the DAOs.
Absolutely. Yeah, and he made a really good series on tutorials. Not one video or two videos. It was like 5 or 6.
So like the DAO works based on the allocation of tokens, right? So let's say if I'm in the DAO and I have a lot of them, a lot of mana, does that mean my vote has more leverage than everyone else?
You have more voting power, yes.
So doesn't that mean that like the DAO is actually being led by someone, but you just don't know who?
No, they still have to
Technically,
wrap
that
the
could be
mana
true.
and put the vote for it.
Yeah,
I
you would
know,
have to
but-
have an insane amount of mana, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, I know, but
And
doesn't that
really-
mean at the end of the day, the only people capable of having that amount of mana are the actual developers themselves, in a sense? The people who started it? So,
I don't want to say yes or no, but I did see recently there was a proposal to make a location in the game a point of interest, meaning when players came into the game and pressed the M key to open the map, they would see stars on the map, and the stars are points of interest. These are important places that people can visit, or technically historical places. The proposal was to make a new area a point of interest. There was one vote. and it equaled 3,000 or 300,000 voting power. The passing threshold is 500,000 voting power. And for the yes side, there was about 450,000 voting power with like 12,000 votes.
Huh. That's fascinating. That's fascinating. All right, let's go down, guys. Let's go down. Really, man.
Ultra, did you get the parcel piece?
Hey, real quick, Wilson and Ultra Lord, I have a Decentraland viewer and friend of mine, Ravens, who asks, can you make wearables in Somnium Space? So how I would go into Decentraland and make a helmet and publish that and sell that for however many mana or crypto. Are you able to do that here in Somnium Space?
Not yet.
So we are just about to release an SDK version of that particular part. So what we're trying to implement is the payment side first. Users have got mana working just now. We don't have a more transaction kind of side. So once we get the layer 2 running, we'll have a marketplace that people can upload any bits and pieces that they want, and then people can purchase that and put it into their avatars after.
Yeah, so technically, you could make wearables now, you just can't sell them or place them.
I mean, there's, even if you could create them and then you could have them as a Unity package and then you could sell them as an NFT and then you could have the user themselves import them onto their avatar and then upload the avatar. But here's the thing, the whole idea of making wearables in Somnium Space, it requires a market. Like my good friend Wilson here was saying, once the implementation of the institutions that will lay the foundation for a stable economy are put into place, things like wearables and stuff can start being introduced because all of them are based off of the SDK. So right now we have the building SDK and the world SDK and the avatar SDK, which allows you to upload custom avatars, custom worlds, and custom buildings that you make in Blender or your chosen 3D modeling software. You can export it in .fdx, import it. The next step, like now with all these, the world's SDK, the items SDK, the buildings SDK, these are laying the groundwork for, the release of wearables and all that stuff. This year, during the coming months, the Polygon Layer 2 scaling solution will be implemented, and we'll start bringing in these items and wearables. But first, before we even get to any of that, right, you need stable foundation that will last, for 1,000 years. So that's where we're at.
Are you reading that? It sounded like you were reading that.
No, I was just saying it.
Yeah, you're like reading the white paper.
Here's the thing, bro.
I'll show you the short version. We don't do it right now. It will come.
That was good, man.
It'll also be on Solana, and it'll also be on,
like the building SDK, the avatar SDK, the items SDK. They're all coming from the world SDK. Now that the world SDK is released and people can actually upload and sell their own NFT worlds, these VR experiences, and on OpenSea it'll say the world's name, a description of the world that you can put. It's like a new piece of art, a piece of art that's indescribable. Yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. We're only still 2 years in live development. Even just being part of here, you're having this conversation with the three of us. You're part of development right now. We are testing the bounds and pioneering the way for the future. So yeah, that's where we're at, bro.
I love when I do shit and it doesn't have effects on it. It's like, fuck.
I hope I was able to answer
nice and easy.
Your question.
We don't do it right now. It has to come because it's going to be a massive market, and it'll be a way for
my
cubes to be used.
My Decentraland friends are saying like they smell a big opportunity because of course you can technically create the SDK wearables now, but there's no marketplace or anything for that. People that can just have an array of clothing waiting to go, things to wear.
So two things I would say to the audience: we do uploadables, and it's going to be on Matic. It will obviously be done using cubes. We want to use them current. And I think at the moment it's 30 cubes to make an item, but we don't know yet because it's not implemented yet. So nothing's set in stone. We're still testing the market. And things
Just
out.
with the question how Ultra Lord asked me about the Decentraland DAO, how does Somnium Space decide what goes on and how things are implemented in the future?
So we don't really have obviously it's centralized to a point. They make it and we request stuff. So as users, we put in like requests for what we think is needed, and they look at the list. They work out which one they can do.
Yeah,
Basically
think of
fast
it.
and slow.
Think of it like this, bro. Like, yo, we have meetups every day, yo. Every day, man, at 22 CEST. I'm there, Artific's there, Wilson's there, and you know who else is there? Archer's there, right? Archer, he's the founder and CEO of Somnium Space. He's like one of us, right? He hangs out with us and stuff. We
Just a DJ, nah.
suggest,
Yeah, no, you just come to the DJs with us. Like honestly,
yeah, exactly.
we
Yeah,
just
so it's
hang out.
Yeah, it's
And then half the time we're moaning about something, and he's like, I don't like that either.
Yeah,
and he
it's
goes
like
back and
he's the
tracks the
captain of the
and gets
ship,
it
right?
done.
We're still 2 years in development. We need a king, a leader with a clear vision, you know, someone to lead us and show us where he's going and where he plans to like go. And here's the thing, bro. Archer, man, yo, Archer grew up playing Ultima Online, bro. Ultima Online, bro.
Oh, that's an OG right
Yeah,
there.
that's a freaking
I've
OG,
seen
bro.
the documentary on that game too, and how the economy worked and stuff. That was really cool.
Yeah, so like that's the whole, you know, like one thing that's really helped me in my life is, you know, set intention, pay attention. And like that's the whole we're working towards a goal, something, you know, like Decentraland is different in the sense that I know that, you know, they have plans for VR and stuff, but at the end of the day it's not a priority, right? It's always going to focus
Nope.
specifically on its, you know, browser-based niche, which is great. You know, it's great. Somnium Space has VR as a priority. You know, the Somnium Space web, all of that is to bring to, you know, show you what's happening right now and to bring you into Somnium Space. And there's still so much we're going, bro. There's still like a social system. Yeah, there's a lot, man. It's a bright future. And here's the thing, like we either have to make this or the only other option is to have our souls devoured by Facebook, which I'm not going to let happen, you know? It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So that's, you know, like that's that's where I'm at, you know. It's not gonna happen. So yeah, for me, man, it's very philosophical, right? It borders on religion, and that's just the way I am. It makes my life meaningful.
Here we go, baby. Let's
So
go.
that's the way. Yo, Blake. Yo, what up? Yo, look who's here. Hey,
What's up, Blake?
Dude,
We got a
it's
Chad in the
great
building.
to join you. Great to join you. Chad is here.
What's up, Mr. Chad?
Dude, nice to meet you, Chad.
Bro,
Dude,
bro,
Willie,
Triforce
Ultra.
right here, bro. The first man from in Decentraland to create a wearables company.
Oh, word.
Yeah, bro. We've been having this like
So
long
be the first
discussion.
Insomnium too. Let's ride.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's
bro.
say let's hope. Yeah, this is my first time in Somnium Space, and it's been pretty cool. I've been here for about an hour hanging out, learning about the space and chatting with the locals.
Yeah,
the locals, man. I love it. Fucking hell. Dude, I love it. Well, wait till I give you my my pinup pose and everything, and you want to sculpt me for some wearables, baby. Let's go.
Get some of those originals sent over to us. We'll hold on to them nice for you.
Yeah, bro.
This is cool though.
I recommend,
pleasure to
man,
have you here,
like
brother.
come to the
Yeah, no
meetups.
problem. Thanks.
We have them
Glad to be
every
here.
day, 22 CET, right?
What time is that? UTC.
UTC. Hold on. If you go on your computer right now and you go to a site called worldtimebuddy.com, you can put in.
Come on, I don't got
CET.
time for that. I was hoping you could just tell me.
I can't, bro, because like, you know, I'm streaming and stuff. You know, I can't.
Oh, where
I
are
can't
you?
put it
Where are
down.
you, Triforce?
I'm Eastern, but because
Oh,
of the
okay,
Central,
so-
and I use UTC now.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So what are we telling them? What time for what?
What time is your guys' daily
CET.
meetups?
Yes.
Oh, 4 p.m.
It would
Eastern.
be
Oh, easy. Yeah.
Yeah,
4
yeah.
p.m.
Yeah.
Eastern.
That's like
Oh,
about the
yo,
time I
you-
get home from
Yeah,
work,
so
man.
Nice.
they're always 6 hours ahead. CEST is 6 hours. That's
All right.
That's like my clock now. I like know
Yeah,
that
bro,
one.
join up.
Yeah,
bro.
just like how.
We'll race cars and shit. We'll race cars and
So,
shoot each other in the
Triforce,
face.
are
I'm telling
you
it's
are you
fun.
into like NFTs and everything as well? Do you collect NFTs art wise?
Oh, 100%. I'm actually the head of
yeah.
marketing for Meta Nerds, an NFT project.
Wow, nice.
You need to get your
Sure,
butt over
Meta
here.
Nerds.
Open a
Yeah, dude.
open a store.
You'll love Somnium. To be fair,
Yeah.
it's a hidden gem. Like a lot of people
Yeah,
don't,
dude.
haven't heard
It's
about it.
been
When
on my
they do, they're like,
radar.
whoa.
Yeah, I've just
Yeah,
been super busy with Decentraland, real life work, and like NFT stuff.
The buddy that turned me on to Somnium actually like he's like, fuck, I'm locked in crypto voxels because I started this project and I have to finish
Yep.
it now. And I was like, all right, that blows. I was like, I'll see you there. So I just went straight here, and man, I honestly, I fucking love it. The community is so dope. But once you hop into VR,
100%.
it's like you can just like you can literally hug them and shit. It's wild.
Yeah.
Now I only have.
I love it.
I was gonna say I only have the PSVR, which is very noob friendly.
Yeah, I don't
have
think
PC
it'll
VR,
work.
but I do have
You
a
can
pretty
still
powerful.
join. Yeah, there's
I
a
do have a
2D
pretty powerful
mode.
gaming laptop.
Yeah, you're fine. On the when you log in, you'll see on the right VR, and then on the left it'll say 2D. If you click on 2D, that will allow you to play the game. On the computer.
He's
Like,
been in before. He says he's been
oh,
in.
oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I've been on, but I didn't know how to come to places like this or come to events or stuff through
Oh yeah,
the
well,
2D desktop client.
here's the thing, man. Right now,
Yeah, you have to
the
walk there.
Somnium. Yeah, right
You
now,
have,
man.
you have to come in. We'll take you about.
Yeah,
The whole
right,
place
right
is
now, bro.
it's big, one
the,
massive place, man. Honestly, everywhere you
I have
go,
to walk all the way over here.
No, no, no,
we
no.
do have
the way.
teleporters.
No, no,
We
bro.
do have
Right now,
teleporters, but
right
It's
now,
fucking Burning
can,
Man, bro. It's legit.
Yeah,
right now,
it's
bro.
massive.
Like in Somnium
Just think about
Space,
one big massive parcel. It's massive.
How many parcels big is this game actually?
5,000 total.
Yeah.
And how big would you say is one parcel? Is
Well,
it
it
is it a
depends.
set size for every parcel?
There's,
Or
A
do you
small
make a
parcel over at your place is 10 by 10. A small for us is 15 by 15. So it's slightly bigger for a single parcel for our smalls. A medium's about 4 times the size of one of yours. So it's like a block of 4. And an extra large would be about 8 parcels.
Like a
I would
football
say.
stadium.
Yeah. It's pretty big. It's 42 by 48. On an
You
extra
said
large.
5,000 parcels?
Yeah.
Not
Are
all
all
of
of
them
them
released
sold?
yet.
No.
No,
Oh,
it's
okay.
only
There's a
half.
land
'cause I
sale
just
on
think
the
about a parcel
14th.
release
This
coming
is-
up.
Yeah,
and I'm
on the
very
Yeah, it's
14th.
coming
excited
up.
about that.
Three
3
more
days
days.
from now.
3 days, bro. You better be
What
prepared.
cryptocurrency do you guys use? If somebody is asking,
Ether?
what's your
Mostly,
Ether and
mostly
Cube.
ETH. Yeah.
ETH.
What was I
Okay,
gonna say?
and how much are parcels? How much do they cost when they first are launched? In say this next upcoming sale.
Well, you'll
Very
get them
bad
for a
boy.
good price. You'll get them
Well,
for
I
a really good
reckon-
price.
They'll probably do it on a Dutch auction style. And they'll start at like 4 or 5, and they'll go down to like 0.7, 0.8.
Oh, 0.7, 0.8 ETH. Oh, that's actually pretty
Yeah.
affordable. Yeah, not bad.
So, but
'Cause I was
remember,
seeing,
again,
um,
everybody else. So
Decentraland parcels
Yeah.
selling for like 2 to 3 ETH per parcel lately, like in the last 10 days.
Oh, mediums for us is like 2 parcels or 3 parcels for you.
Yeah.
They're going for around about 6, but I reckon they'll go as low as 3 if nobody touches them. So
Yeah.
if you snipe, you'll get good deals.
Yeah.
But we've
I
got
think,
so many people coming in right now that
You
Yeah,
can still
I'd be
get good
surprised
deals.
if nothing.
You can still get good
Yeah, I
deals,
think
man. Just don't sleep.
this would
That's
be a
the
good
trick.
sniping opportunity. Oh, well, don't sleep on Somnium Space, right?
Yeah, I wanted to
Don't be like my avatar photo.
share. I wanted to share some more information with you, and that information is like right now, man. You're in Somnium Space web, right? Now, Somnium Space,
Yeah.
it's made using the Unity engine. Web is using kind of like a different engine, but the same database, and the database is the same that's being used for the 2D. So right now, the web world and the VR world are separate. But in the future, there's going to be a bridge between them, so the dimensions will cross. So like think of like where this is going in the future, cross platform more than just VR and AR. Like that's why like this whole like thing with DAO, like for me, like I'm not sure how it is in Decentraland. I'm curious, to hear more about it. One of the things I have though is the lack of like that concerns me with DAOs is the direction, the vision. Like how does that work? How does it not get convoluted? How do you not have conflict of interest? How do you not sit and spend like just making propositions, then being rejected, then making them again, and then all that stuff? Or is it
Because they
too
don't do it
early?
by voice, they do it by vote. So
By
basically, they
vote.
put up the proposal and then they vote.
Yeah.
So they don't have all this argument back and forward, voice, people
So
complaining,
if
all that
someone
crap.
makes a
Yes or no?
proposition and it's rejected, nobody tries to like do it again. That's it. If it's rejected, it's
I
rejected.
haven't seen repeat proposals. I haven't. In my time
It's because you have
since
to
I've been here.
pay for a proposal, though. There's an
You do
amount
not.
you have
No,
to put
you do
down.
not.
No,
You do not. That is
I thought I
100%
read
free.
that.
Anyone can make a proposal. Now, for the wearables being published, yes, you do have to pay 500 mana, and that also, of course, negates nefarious wearables. I mean, who's to say you can't make a giant penis costume, right? They paid that 500 mana, but I don't know if it's going to get approved.
Do you not have to have a minimum amount of mana to be able to put a proposal forward? I'm sure I read something about that.
I think it's voting power, which isn't necessarily decided by the amount of mana, because you can have a name that you own, and that equals however many voting power. I think a name is 500 voting power, and then your wearables from layer 1 have voting power now too, to shows that you're an OG. You know,
Like,
you're
does
an
anything get done?
early investor.
Yo, does anything get done at all? It sounds like these things are just used to stop people from doing stuff. I mean, like,
What do you mean?
like for example, you were saying the other day, like, the DAO kind of keeps people safe in a sense, right? It removes the nefarious actors from the game. You were saying about an individual who had a very offensive name, and then a proposition
Yes,
was.
this was basically before I came, but I do that's like something that's part of Decentraland history now, is that people just know.
I find that's a cool thing that you can actually physically like vote on. This is wrong. We don't want that to happen.
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
yeah, exactly.
Like,
Like
yo,
this
how
isn't
about
the type of space that we're trying to
Athens?
build.
Like, yo, are we gonna live in are we gonna live by mob rule, or are we gonna live, by rules like a republic? Like, they're like, come on,
But that's the thing,
Athens.
though, right? Like,
But no rules.
if that's not
still
your
bad,
type
though,
of, if that's not your
Yeah,
type of
but
vibe,
that's
then you
what
got
mob
Somnium
rule
Space,
is.
right?
Huh? That's interesting.
Yeah,
So
and it's not always gonna be one-sided. I think morally, more people will choose to vote for banning a specific thing that's actually very offensive.
all right, how about
I
this?
really don't
How
want to
about
say the
this?
name because it's pretty offensive.
How about this? Reddit upvoting, upvoting on Reddit. Whether that's a good system or bad, one thing is for certain: a majority of people upvote just because everyone else upvoted. So you have now this system where it's not really about the best and the greatest. It's just about
It's
these.
about popular, yeah, people,
Yeah,
what people like or what people see as
yeah.
up top.
It's not
I see
about the
what you're
best.
saying, but let's
It's like
be real. Decentraland is not Reddit, and Reddit is not Decentraland. I think because you see a physical representation of Decentraland, right? Whereas Reddit's just a browser. You just see all these posts and stuff. But walking around Decentraland and having to be like, okay, I don't want to see dicks everywhere. That's a pretty good vote, I want to say.
Interesting.
Dicks.
one thing we're going to be trying out is a rate, not a rating system, but
karma
like
system.
what do they call it, the karma.
Yeah.
And they're one to do some kind of like you get higher karma kind of level. The longer you've been in, the more you contribute, the more you do other
Saw
parts.
that in the desktop client.
We'll see how it works because you're going to get people.
Yeah, that'll
like,
be interesting
trying
to
to
see how it works.
trying to rig the system and get their karma up to 100 because
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Well, I'm sure the people that are developing the karma system will try to think of loopholes, etc.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Yeah, nothing's really
Every time I
perfect,
sign
but I
in,
think
plus
it's a
one.
nice. Yeah. Say so. Oh, turn on your mic plus 100.
Yeah, literally.
Achievement get.
And you'll have a guy just blasting rap music at the top of the freaking volume, just annoying everybody.
So how does
Well, we've
Decentraland
actually
handle that?
we
Like,
decided
trolls and
yeah. How
people
do you get rid of
annoying.
trolls?
How do they have?
Man, it's
Yeah.
it's hard to say, but we technically did get rid of a troll.
Hey, what up, boys? What up, boys? What up, boys?
basically blowing up right now. You'll go to where people are spawning.
Wait.
And you just hear just tons of chat, like yelling all
Yo,
sorts
yo.
of things.
Yo. Sorry. Can you repeat that? Like, how does it work there? How are
What
trolls
did you
go?
do?
I don't know.
Where'd
like,
you go?
Bro, I was
Suicide.
like,
You
no,
just
like,
jump off the
no.
building.
You know how there's like the trackpad? There was some dust on it, so I wiping the dust.
Blow it off.
and then all of a
True.
sudden, the
Threw
page
yourself
went
off the
back.
building.
Yeah, no, the whole page, the web page went back.
All right, so Ultra Lord, to answer your question, I was saying I really honestly don't know how it works, but I have seen it work. So there was that nefarious guy who came along who thought he could.
Wow,
We
he's
call them
infamous,
testers, right?
eh?
People who try to test the system. Yeah, and technically he's a part of history now because he's the first and only banned name in Decentraland.
Wow,
but he hasn't been
He's
back
the
since.
first piece of shit.
I wonder how he
Yeah,
feels
really
about
the
that.
metaverse.
Well, he can't use the name, so it's useless.
Nefarious.
All right.
Nefarious.
Hope he still
Spawn from
gets
the
his
gut.
karma
Continue, bro.
point.
You were saying
His voting points for it.
you saw it in front of you. You saw an example. What happened? Did they shoot him or something, or like was there a fight?
Yeah, they had him up against the wall, Squid Game style. He couldn't get the candy out. Shot him in the head. No, but really though, I haven't seen him back. Of course, there's a decider, right? There's people who come in as guests. You can see like a hashtag plus like jumble of letters and name or letters and numbers after their name, or people like you, me, like Triforce, Ultra Lord, Wilson 83. But in Decentraland, with names with no numbers or like hashtags, you would have to buy them. So you make that investment, which is 100 mana now, and it will always be 100 mana, no matter what the mana price is. I think it kind of that bar of entry does help with the trolls a bit. I haven't really experienced much negativity throughout Decentraland, at least not yet. But I feel like the bar of entry with the 100 mana to claim a name kind of really helps.
What are the
And then of course the DAO
in Decentraland like? So like you make wearables. How much do you sell a single wearable for?
100 mana.
So how much is that?
About $300 right now. 300 US dollars right
$300 for a wearable?
Yep.
Wow. Really? And people are going and buying these things, paying $300?
Most of the people that do buy wearables, at least at that price, are
they
either
speculating?
whales or early adopters.
Right. So are there people selling wearables for like $20-$30? Is that a thing, or is it all stuff like that?
Yes. I've seen wearables cheap as, of course, free, but those are like big companies who just want to get their name out there.
Right.
There's wearables for 1 mana, 2 mana, 3
Wow.
mana, etc.
Okay. I
Yeah.
understand. Oh, you guys are.
But then,
like
of course, the build
a big
quality
brand, eh?
varies.
Okay.
Yeah. I've seen this wearable that was free. It was by a group of people in Decentraland. It was basically their name on a box as a wearable, and of course, people claimed
No
it
such thing as a
because it
free
was
lunch,
free,
eh?
but nobody was wearing it. Like I haven't seen anybody wear that wearable.
That's interesting.
Shame on them. Shame on them.
Yeah, I'm holding actually like 50 myself, but just to hold because it's so ridiculous.
Come on, put that
That's
fucking
smart,
box
bro.
on. Let's
That's
go.
smart.
It's free.
He's won it for the voting power in
Yeah,
10
right.
years. That's it.
No,
Exactly.
the voting power only pertains in terms to wearables for layer 1, which are not available anymore. So I do have some layer 1 wearables, and that give me voting power.
So what's this layer 1 and layer 2? So layer 2 is what? Polygon?
Layer 1 is
Matic.
Ethereum mainnet wearables,
Right.
and then layer 2 is Polygon Matic wearables.
So
which
wait,
are
there are
100% gasless.
wearables on Ethereum mainnet.
Yes, and I have quite a few
Wow.
of them.
That's interesting. So
But
like
at the time that they were probably doing that,
It was
Ethereum was
probably-
quite cheap.
yeah, that's what I'm
Yes.
thinking, yeah.
And the
Yes.
transfer fees were quite cheap.
Yeah, I got some wearables from like Halloween 2020. Like you can't get these anymore.
That's cool
Like,
as fuck.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
What are
bro.
they? I'm like kind of curious. Like beginning
Like a
NFTs,
everything in Decentraland is an NFT basically, whether it's land or a name you own or a wearable you own. The OG wearables that I do have, I have a rainbow umbrella hat to celebrate the summer in Decentraland, and then I have this this skull helmet with like antler horns on it, and that's like one of like 500 Halloween wearables that they did for a special Halloween event that of course you can't get anymore. I haven't seen it on the market basically since
so-
I got it.
I'm gonna make you
This that
like
shit.
freak out we actually have rain and everything in our world. Like it rains, it does other parts. You can make umbrellas. You can do like crazy things.
Cool.
And you could pull out the umbrella when it's raining, so you look like you're running around.
Yeah, we need that in Decentraland. That's not available in
Yeah.
Decentraland.
The weather?
Yep, Raven,
So-
my friend
so-
in stream, who's also Decentralite, she just said we need weather, and I agree.
So like, how does the system of parcels
We actually
work?
hate the weather.
Is it
We
just
hate
like
it.
a
We love
bunch of
the sun,
islands?
the sunshine and the shadows and stuff, but we hate the rain.
Yeah.
Is it a bunch of
Hence the
islands?
relative.
The pieces of land? Are there an infinite number?
So the parcels are basically there's 90,000, and
90,000.
all of them are sold out, and they are basically just like a grid map. Imagine a grid map. Some parcels can be linked together. So some of the Decentraland developers do own parcels, and they're like big blue pieces of chunk of map that are like districts, like a Vegas district or Genesis Plaza, which is where all the noobs spawn, or a market district, or Asia City or Dragon City or something like that, which is like an Asian themed area that somebody built. Pretty freaking crazy. And then most players will be buying single parcels, which are like just individual pieces of land, one of the 90,000, and you can build just how I think Wilson was saying, like, you had medium, smalls, and larges or whatever. One parcel is like a 1x1, and then if you bought two parcels, you could do a 2x2 and build those two parcels next to each other to have them be like if you bought two parcels next to each other, you can build a scene that stretched across those two parcels.
Mm-hmm. You can slightly go outside the boundaries as well, because I've seen that a couple of places. Like they had them over, it's overlapping onto the walkways and other parts.
I have another quick question. You were saying when I asked you if you have a website, you said no. All you have is a Twitter. That suffices.
It is, yeah, it suffices.
Does
A
that
lot
mean
of Decentralites and people on Decentraland
are
go
the
to
crypto
Twitter and are already
right?
on Twitter.
Isn't it like the whole cryptoverse, Decentraland people? Is Decentraland kind of like a subset of the whole crypto Twitterverse? You know what I mean?
Yes, 100%.
Cool,
Yep.
wow.
I found
Fascinating.
Decentraland through way of crypto. I started my journey in
Egos.
crypto, and then I found
What up,
NFTs and Decentraland at the
Hey,
same
guys.
time. So the first NFT I ever bought was actually a Decentraland name, and it was Adult Swim, and I still have it.
Wow, you have Adult Swim?
Yep.
Dude, wow. What? Dude, that's crazy, man. That's nice. What's
What
up, bro?
what did I missed that? Sorry. What have you
Adult
got?
Swim. He's got Adult Swim. Adult Swim, man, is basically cartoons late at night for, like
Stoners.
Family, Stoners, Family Guy, Futurama. Oh, wow, bro. Mad
Rick and
respect,
Morty.
bro. Yeah,
Yeah.
Rick and Morty. Yeah.
Oh, Rick and Morty. I recognize that.
Yeah.
Nice,
I just bought a
dude.
Playboy Bunny NFT, like the
Oh, sick.
Playboy one. Yeah.
So,
And it's like,
yeah. If you don't mind, I have like another one because like this, I'm having a lot of questions.
Ask away, man. Let's talk.
So
Let's all talk.
you were saying that like right now there's a lot of hey Gomez.
Gomez.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Yo, bro, can you
What's going on?
wear your headphones because we're getting some echoing, because we can hear ourselves back. If you'd be so
Echo.
kind, my friend. Okay, that's good. Or you can just mute yourself. Yeah.
Blake,
so,
let me hear your deep voice without doing that effect. Let me hear your voice as deep as you can go. Let me hear.
Echo. Would
There
you
you
like
go.
your balls fondled as well, Triforce?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes.
What else would you like?
I like it
Here,
on my
show me those toenails. Okay. Let me see 'em. I want them, but instead. I love these things, dude.
So, yo, you were saying that you have a lot of players that are coming in from South America. Like, in a way,
Yep.
that means people coming in from the third world, right? And now you were saying before that, Decentraland is basically a subverse of the cryptoverse. I know that there are a lot of people in South America who are into crypto and
Yep.
stuff. So people are coming in.
Shout out El Salvador.
Hey, what up, El Salvador? BTC to the moon, laser eye.
Yeah, baby. Volcano mining power. Let's get it.
Let's do it. So, yo, like, people are coming into Decentraland with the intent to actually make a profit, right?
That is usually the case. They always ask me, "How do you make money?"
Wow.
Every time, and I just hit them with, "I don't know, man.
When you work out, you tell me. That's the best.
Right? Yeah, when you
find the
figure it out, let me
secret.
know, and then we'll both retire before we're 30.
Actually, you make your millions and give me a half. Yeah.
So tell me more about like these. It kind of reminds me of, during the World of Warcraft days where you had, those people going and farming gold who turned out to be Chinese people who are getting paid
They're
25
always
cents.
Chinese, aren't they?
Right? Is it kind of like that, or is it maybe these are people, who aren't doing the whole gold farming thing, but they're just interested? Yeah, it's kind of like that because they're in the whole cryptoverse, right? And
I think it's people dipping their feet in. I think it's people
Right.
dipping their feet into the metaverse, and the recent splurge and surge has been because of course Mr. Zuckerberg himself talking about, hey, we're
What
changed
a
our name to
dick.
Meta, we're a
And
metaverse
I was waiting
now,
for
and,
this land sale to happen. And
I
then
kept
was
saying
hoping
at
to
work
laugh at
today
it.
because I'm crazy and I talk to myself. I kept saying, one man wants to control it all.
Yeah.
That's basically what Mark Zuckerberg wants to do, right? He wants to control what people consume.
Yeah,
And
he wants
Well,
to
why do you
control
think
our
he's wanting to go
minds.
to Mars? He can't do it in
Right?
this world, so he wants to go to Mars
Exactly.
and
Yeah, there's
own
no
absolute
laws on
everything.
Mars. He's gonna make his
Yeah.
own laws.
There's no laws
Yeah.
in crypto, though, is there?
It's
So-
funny. This is what
Nope.
always happens throughout history. You always have these mad seizures of power, people going and trying to grab power, whatever way it is, and it doesn't work. And it's like we have a friend here in Somnium Space. Her name is Oli. She's a talented performer, an artist, and she's really gorgeous. She told me this, and it like blew my mind. She said before a renaissance there's a dark age. And if you look at like the renaissance, there was the dark age. If you look at before, this whole boom time that we find
Stone
ourselves
monkey in the
in, right? There was
Stone
there was the
monkey.
depression, there was World War II. So it just makes me think of that. Yeah.
I'll tell you guys right now, we're all early. We are.
Yeah.
I know this from even a standby perspective. I can watch from the outside and see that people in this space are onto something, right? Like, and then you have the people that are dipping their feet who really don't understand it, but they're there anyway because other people are. And
yeah,
they're
because
just like,
they were
okay,
told
these people
they were
see
told
something,
this
yeah.
going to be good, so they
But not
come in
even
there.
not even that people told it. It's like I think word of mouth, and because my coworker is now asking me about metaverses and Decentraland and NFTs now, and I
Cool.
think the first step towards this new age of consumption is crypto, right? It puts the power into people's hands.
What is this new age of consumption?
So
It's
try.
digital media.
I had
100%.
one rule in my own head, right?
Hey,
As
yo,
soon
is that Arthur? Yo, Arthur.
As soon as my
Arthur.
mum or my brother or sister walks up to me and goes, "I need to buy more Bitcoin," I
Hey
sell
there.
them straight away because
Yeah.
I know that's the end.
Hello, guys. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Once
Yeah,
they said
what's
that,
going on,
because
Arthur?
they've sat and slagged me the whole time, the whole
I
2 years.
looked
I've
at
had
the
it
stream. I was like, what the hell? There's still stream running.
Yeah, we're just
Hey,
having
what's
a
going on,
really
Arthur?
good
Are you?
conversation,
Is
bro.
this the CEO? Is this the guy?
Yeah, this is our king, bro. This is Arthur.
Hello,
What's
yes.
going on,
One and
Arthur? Nice
only.
to meet you, man. I come from
Nice to meet you. Hi.
Decentraland, and this is my first time here.
We're getting an
Oh, cool.
interview.
Welcome.
Getting an interview.
Yeah, Arthur, our friend here, he's the first man to create a wearables company in Decentraland. Crazy.
What's the name of the company?
Triforge.
Cool. Congrats.
Bro,
Yeah, fantastic.
he's got one of the first Santa Claus beards that were minted on the Ethereum mainnet. Do you believe that? Santa Claus beard, bro. Just saying.
I mean, I don't believe in Santa Claus, but it has nothing to do with Ethereum mainnet.
What do you mean you don't believe in Santa Claus, Arthur?
anything,
Fucked up.
everything exists in the metaverse.
Come on.
You
My
just
love
killed
is
an angel,
doomed. My
Arthur.
love is doomed. Don't believe in
My
Santa
heart
Claus.
is broken.
Don't ruin it for us.
His
Don't
world
I
is
had
realism.
Such high hopes, and he shot it down by saying, he believed in
I'm
my
just
hero.
boom. I come in, and then I drop the
What
mic
about
and
the
then go
kids
away.
watching? You've just spoiled everybody's life. That's crazy.
We're having a chat about, of course, Somnium Space, Decentraland, NFTs, crypto. I was just saying before you came, the next age of consumption really for people is media, right? Like metaverse media like this, without having to leave their home at all.
Oh, have you
Basically-
tried Somnium in VR, in native VR?
in our PC
This is
client?
my first time ever in here right now.
Okay, so this is just a web client, by the way. This is not Somnium Space. In,
Yeah, I
like,
have
in
the
its
desktop
full...
client. I just couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, bro.
Right.
can you
Okay.
help?
Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna bring him in.
Yeah, we're gonna bring him
Exactly.
in.
Just you know, because one thing is, you know, it's all cool, and then the web client is really great for, you know, for people who, you know, for events like this, for example. So we can have a conversation with spatial audio. But if you want to really understand what Somnium is about, you have to try it in VR. And once you do, there's no way back. Like there's just literally.
Yeah, I heard you
no
can
way
hug
back.
people in VR, and I haven't had a hug in real life in like a year. So I
Oh man, you should. Okay, you should get.
Wow.
I'm gonna do like a 10-person hug.
We'll hug them out of you. I'll tell you.
I'm gonna stream that hug live.
We gonna
You guys
snuggle.
See me crying.
Oh, okay. Are we going the camera style?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay. Are we doing the camera? Okay.
I can't get my laptop camera to work. I don't know.
Oh, I've not fixed my hair.
Yeah, I didn't.
No, I really actually I
Look,
Everybody-
I cut the hair,
I don't
guys.
know why
I've
my
got long
laptop
hair
camera
anymore.
Yo.
But if you guys look at my avatar photo, the photo next to my name, that's actually how I look in real life. Like I'm passed out playing video games. That's a real
That's
photo.
how you're lying down right now.
Okay, good.
Ultra low.
The
You're looking
only
sexy.
thing
What's
you're
up, boy?
missing. So the next thing I want to see you doing is like you have this headphones, and then you should have the VR headset over your eyes. That is a perfect image. That's a perfect picture.
Yeah,
VR.
exactly. Maybe I could Photoshop that. Put a VR headset on and put on the shirt that says Somnium Space.
No, you have to have a real headset, man. You have to buy the real headset.
I'm
sure
sure
I've
I've
got that headset.
You know,
I'm sure I've got one
for
of them.
Christmas I might treat myself.
Do it, bro.
Exactly.
You have to.
It's like literally this. Once you try, you will understand like what is actually the metaverse, because the metaverse is not the web experience. It's not a 2D experience. The web, it's, you know, we've been here. Like this web experiences, we've had them for 20 years.
Well, AIM, yeah,
nothing,
right. AOL.
There's nothing new in that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You've got
I mean,
mail.
you can do it better and you can do it worse. And I think we do it really nice, like with spatial audio, with videos and everything. But it's still a web experience on a flat 2D screen. When you go in full VR in the persistent world, you know, it's like for me, this is the holy grail. Like when I'm in VR.
Are you guys all in VR right now?
No.
No. So right now we're on web. This is the web client.
Okay.
But when I say about persistent world looks completely different from what you are experiencing right now. Trust me.
Soon the web client and the VR world are going to be interlinked. So it's going to happen.
Yeah, we'll soon have the standalone Quest version, so you will not need even a PC. And
Yeah, I
there's
was
a lot
going to
of
ask
things
if I
to
were
work.
to invest in a VR headset, especially as a first timer, which one would you guys recommend?
Wait for our one.
Space.
We're gonna make one.
Oh, you guys are making
Somnium
one?
is creating one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Somnium is creating one.
Oh, dude, that's fucking money.
But like for right now, like the best one, if you have a really good computer and everything, is the Valve Index. It's the fastest one.
I
To set
don't know
up.
if I have 1,000 to drop just like that.
If not,
But then by,
a
it's not
question.
by Oculus Quest. I mean, yeah. It's just like
0.01 ETH for a
Yeah, in that
Quest.
case, I can afford that.
0.01 ETH.
I can afford that
Come
with
on.
ETH, but with USD,
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Just convert it over into a voucher for eBay and buy
Yeah.
it.
That index is 0.25 ETH.
exactly. It's like
I
what
can
are
buy
you talking
two.
about? Like
I can buy
exactly.
two.
Just buy two.
Honestly, see
Yeah,
when
we
they
have,
make it easy for us to convert over into to buy stuff, it'll be so much better.
But man, imagine if they would be selling the headset with NFT.
Whoa! I don't need to imagine. So Somnium Space, if you'll be buying land, so you'll be getting whenever you buy land or world, you'll be getting a headset for free.
Yes,
Like
yes, market share.
Yeah,
just
so
told
it
them.
depends on the size, depends on the size of the parcel, but probably starting from medium and up, you'll be getting like a huge discount, or you'll be getting.
All right, so there is a land sale coming up soon, isn't there?
True. Yeah.
Are there medium parcels for sale?
All the kind of parcels, all the worlds, everything.
But you
will be done,
said
special items
to
and
get
stuff.
the headset, you know.
No, it's not
you
in this
need-
one. No, it's not in this one. It's not in this one.
Eventually,
when we release the headset next year,
I got you. That's huge incentive. Yeah, huge.
Exactly.
In the future,
That's where
soon
it will be.
past.
By the way, Uchai, I think you can stop the stream.
all right.
Just saying.
All right, yo,
Let's go.
Arthur.
Rouge on off record.
Yo, give us a, come on, bro. Yo, come on, give us that.
Oh,
one
okay, I
liner.
give you this. Okay.
Give us that
So
one
wait.
liner.
Okay. I'm like, okay. See you. Wait, no, wait. I have to turn off the. Okay, see you on the other side of the monitor, everybody.
Monitor.
Yeah, I'm streaming live at Twitch.